Alright. Time to do this in an even more scuffed fashion than before, I guess. To toy with the idea of starting this, a little bit closer to it. No, only one of those words actually makes sense as a follow-up to the word that I've already said. And that is to. A little bit closer to the time that I usually actually am at least attempting to aim to start my stream at, but some stuff happened to overlap with that, unfortunately. Let's just put it that way. And me being as inefficient as I usually am, and trying to figure out some stuff that's gonna have to be dealt with by me between today and tomorrow. Didn't go quite as optimal as it could have, but I can at least attempt to change this a little bit. What the heck? Okay, never mind, I just opened something that I forgot I had queued to open in the background, and I was momentarily kind of surprised because it then caused like a white window to appear right in front of where I have my stream kind of preview thing. Like it was perfectly aligned, and like what the fuck, something I'm on the stream that I never told it to, but no. It did not in fact do that, but what I hope will do that in just a moment is a video game. Yes, I do, I do feel like I do want to, even if it's for just a little while, comparatively speaking, to dive back into Deus Ex for a bit tonight. Just let me get this started up. Do that. It's a little thingy. I did look up briefly the that very bizarre thing that ended up happening yesterday with the echo with the guard. Just go back to the Hong Kong market for a moment and steal the credit shit as we did before. Well, a couple of weird things happened about it last night. One of them, that was like technical issues related. One of them was the thing with the guard, where apparently that's a known error. Apparently both Gordon and Quick over here have an error, and the guard.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Where apparently their dialogue differs from like every other character in the game. Apparently, thanks for telling me that with the wall, my guy, but. Apparently their dialogue is like set differently from like basically every other character in the game, and it's at like a special stereo channel instead of mono, and that can cause like some kind of overflow, which is what causes potentially weird audio errors such as a slowdown, and that weird thing where like the footstep sound effect for everyone, including myself, was apparently randomly replaced with bits of voice clips. I don't think I ever saw it happen with Gordon Quick, but it did seem very reliably happening. Though, shall we tempt fate for a bit?
I worry that the Red Arrow will try to reassemble the sword before peace can be made.
Oh yeah, we also got this
Too small.
laser sword. No, I'm just showing off the thing that you were just talking about, but it's mine now. I mean, Red Arrow didn't really seem that interested in getting it back even after I literally brought it to them, so...
You must use the secret passage in the sparring room to get to Tong's laboratory.
So thank you for catching me up on that. I had forgotten about that little detail.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
thought
worry that
to
the
go
Red
on quick
Arrow will try to reassemble the
time
sword
and again,
before peace can be
but
made.
it doesn't seem like it's happening with him.
You must use the secret passage in the sparring room to get to Tong's laboratory.
Maybe this is just not
You
like
must use the secret
the right
passage
set
in
of
the sparring
dialogue
room to get to
for that little work to trigger. But yeah, I guess the only couple other things actually worth mentioning. There's the other kinda technical difficulties related thing is that I did in fact have a power cut at the end of the last stream, so that's why I just ended suddenly when I was here. But other than that, I did like briefly pop back into the game in between those two, both that stream and this one, because I wanted to check out a couple of things. I wanted to check if I could in fact go and get an extra med kit from like the maid's unconscious body and Maggie Chow's house, and apparently that's not the case. Apparently if there was one, I picked it up already, because I went there and checked that there wasn't anything. And I also briefly went back into the like MJ-12 helicopter base that's through that way. Because I was like mildly intrigued to see if there was like anything actually significant that I missed. based on that map that we got from the dude at the harbor canal shop. That one time, in that one timeline, but no. It's particularly worthwhile going back there and exploring. There's like a couple other like actual medkits. I do have like -1 medkits relative right now. The limit of how many I can carry, and there's like a couple of medkits still in there, but it doesn't seem worthwhile because there's a couple of these things still in there patrolling around, and doesn't seem very resource efficient to try and take them out or deal with them just for the sake of a couple of medkits. So, well, I didn't end up doing anything significant in game between then and now, basically, so that all boils down to. So let's see if we can actually get something done in the compound now. Maybe, you know,
another American. Perhaps you know him.
after we went through all that trouble to obtain this sword and get in here and all that. Pet the doggy. And
Do not interrupt us with questions. We will check with the Dragon Head about whether you can come in here.
well, I've already been allowed to come in here, so I guess
Are
we'll
you
see.
expecting a tour?
Sure, if you're offering.
Your business is with Treasure Town.
I guess Trader Tongue is not a tribe
Do
member.
not interrupt us with questions.
I don't know what the implication there is, but okay. This guy did say that there's some kind of sparring area, secret passages to get to Treasure Tongue, or the Dragon Head. Someone that's relevant to what I'm trying to do here, surely. There's nothing else here. This just seems like not a sparring area, I don't know. Making somewhat educated judgments of the things that I'm seeing here. What about the other? Okay. Yeah, just familiarizing myself with this place. It seems like Paul already did, so might as well see if we can get ahead of the curve on that a little bit. Nihoma. Nihoma.
We will check with the Dragon Head about whether you can come in here.
Well, if no one
Tom
else.
decides he trusts you, you'll be free to come and go as you please.
Okay, I guess maybe this guy says different things.
Watch yourself in the market. We have lost influence there.
Apparently so.
Do not linger in the compound.
Then again, I think we just managed to establish a truce between the two
You're
triads.
permitted to go about your business.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I did notice.
Treasure Town admitted another American. Perhaps you know him.
I guess we did already hear that. We could fuck around with their computers and their security system stuff, but one more thing which we'll probably just get to go back to is to do with like the Triad War, but I'll come back to that, methinks. I don't know if I want to fuck around with their computers or what it is while they're watching. Okay, let's leave someplace else. Do I want to lift anything from their kitchen area, maybe? I mean, I don't think I'm missing any health right now. Not at the moment, no. I don't think I'm missing any soy foods either. Or sodas. And are those? Okay, those are candy bars. Are they just multi-foods in the kitchen? But no. It's hard to tell if you just see like the side of it, if it's multi or a candy bar. What about the book? Chinese silver loaves, 1 3/4 cups hot water, 3 tea sugar. What is it, like tablespoon or teaspoon? Probably tablespoon. I don't know. It's also annoying because I see the last one of those, it says TSP, and that could also be either tablespoon or teaspoon if you don't know. Anyway, 3 tea sugar, 2 tea vegetable shortening or oil, 6 cups plain flour, 2 tea baking powder, half a salt, whatever that is, add sugar and shortening to hot water. Plus sugar is dissolved and allowed to cool until very warm. Sift the remaining dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl and gradually stir in sugar mixture. Mix well and gradually draw dough together with your hands. It should be soft but not sticky. On a floured board, knead dough about 5 to 8 minutes or till smooth and elastic. Return to bowl. Cover with damp cloth. Let rise at least 1 hour. Alright, can I have one of those, please?
We will check with the Dragon Head about whether you can come in here.
I guess not. Maybe we can have some of this stuff that has like numbers and stuff, characters scribbled on it. This non-specific animal torso, chicken, headless chicken. Quite fresh. It's right along though. I feel tempted enough to see if I can
Perhaps you know him.
fuck with these computers now. Let's see. Take a look at this HKNet thing. I think I saw words on the screen and I just overtook the words that I was trying to formulate. What is in here? I'm going to unlock this door. I guess it's just the front door, and the rest of this are just cameras. What about this? Is anyone gonna care whether I'm messing around with the computer here? I guess not. G-Quick has nothing. T-Tongue has also no messages. Okay. Neither G-Quick or T-Tongue have anything in the computer that could be of interest to me to appear. Alright, so let's really find out what's down here. Is this where the sparring area is? Another kind of sub-basement? Or just a regular basement?
You must have won great favor with the Dragon Head.
I get the feeling that no one here is going to say anything except maybe this guy. Does he look different? It does look like he has a different hairstyle.
You will be permitted to go about your business.
But I think he's going to say more or less the same
While you are
thing.
here, observe the laws of the Triad.
Okay. Message received. Alright. I'm gonna steal your Psy food, but I am going to inspect everything that's around here. Dice it up. It is my want to do that. More throwing knives. I haven't really seen throwing knives around since like the very early game, I don't think. And hey, we can actually grab some pro charges for once. Oh, and here's an infiltrate security bypass. Keypad. I wonder if someone around here will be able to give me the code for that, or I'll be able to... Oh, hey, look, it's another spare medkit. During my brief foray into the, what do you call it? Back into the MJ-12 helicopter base, I did realize that apparently I had missed a... Well, check that in a moment. I did realize that apparently I had failed to notice that there was an extra sniper rifle, which normally would have given me a little bit more ammo. That's stashed under one of the beds, but oh well. I don't think that's gonna make a huge difference in the long run, so let's check out what this book says. Journal of Hong Kwan Gordon Quick. It is a steel in her heart, much like that of her father, that leads me to love her. How unfortunate that the old gods should laugh and she should be the child of the dragon head. Man who would lead the red arrow against the luminous path and destroy it all. So the great for the celestial team, but I know that whatever fate has decreed for us, we'll walk that road together. There can be no betrayal in the feelings we have for each other and no teachings that can show me the error in our actions. Today, Master Tong has informed me that we will have visitors. Okay, so... Well, Gordon Quick has like a pseudo Romeo and Juliet thing going on. I suppose I don't see anything yet that could lead me to figure out what the code is for that thing, just presumably what I need to... Like, I don't have that in my notes, do I? Secret entrance, door code, 1997. Well, that's for the outer door, though, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna have to figure out.
Watch yourself in the market. We have lost influence there.
Will give me the code for this thing, I guess.
Do not interrupt us with questions.
Watch yourself in the market. We have lost influence there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone here is gonna help, so I don't know. Is it the same door code for down here as it is for up there? Shouldn't be, right? Oh no, it is. Okay, never mind. It really was that simple. That seems probably not terribly secure, all things considered. What's the messages that I got down there? Oh yeah, that's stuff that I got from the like police lockup that Maggie Chow gave me the code for, which is just like, it doesn't reveal anything, it just says, you know, go back and check out the rest of Maggie Chow's place if you haven't already, because she's like the real imposter. I don't know. Is that Tracer Tongue, or is that just another generic bad memory guy? That is Tongue's guard. Okay. If you wanted to talk to me now, no, you're just walking this way. What is this? What does this button do? Okay, that's probably Tracer Tongue. That's... If that was also supposed to be like a hidden passageway, it's not very well hidden. Go ahead. You know what? From now on I can probably use this thing to break boxes. It'll probably be a little more efficient. I'm just relocating your bench, don't worry about that. It's putting it in a better place, that's all. I'm going to assume these barrels are not like... No, they can be broken. I'm gonna bust all your barrels, don't worry about that. What about these metal boxes? Can I break them with this thing? Probably not, right? Well, it's a good thing that But none of the melee weapons or any other weapons that matter, I think, have like. It's like I was saying last time, and there was something else that I forgot to mention last time. It was like it crossed my mind, but I didn't mention it in the moment. But I got this sword, and I realized that I was probably gonna be able to keep it. I did come to mind. Oh shit! Okay, trying to kill that thing by stepping over it, which is the usual method, but. It crossed my mind when I got this sword that it's gonna be very much like the, you know, the swords that you can get in Honor and 2, which are really good, which are pretty much the only real super weapons in those games that can serve to motivate you to pretty much just invest all your weapon skills into sword. Well, at least in this game it does seem like there's a lot more reason to invest your skills into other types of weapons because there's a lot more variety and most of them are good, but... There's also one thing that oh yeah, the whole thing with the military police where you can piss them off if you go into a lockup and you get into a fight with them there. That ends up raising the alarm. Reminds me a little bit of how they did that in Strife, which was the final Doom engine game, which was also kind of like very superficially had sort of kind of MCM elements, and one of them was whether you're gonna raise the alarm in like the town areas and get the police or the guards that are out there after you, which I feel like that has to happen at some point from what I remember, or at least that will happen at one point if you repair this, but mostly it's just in your best interest to not raise the alarm in the common town areas for that reason. It's a pain in the ass to deal with the guards there. Anyway, speaking of guards, let's see what this guy has anything you need to say.
You must be JC. Tom will see you now.
I suppose he will.
Please, complete your business and then go.
What, you don't like me standing here talking to myself, monologuing
Tom is in the operating theater.
for long periods of time? No, Tong is just staring at us.
Do not tell anyone how to get to this facility.
He's completely unconcerned, moisturized, just looking this way, not giving a crap about anything, just...
Your friend Alex Jacobson is here.
Oh, really?
I think he is examining Tom's equipment.
Alright, I guess we didn't expect that bit. I wonder if Heinz will here, because I think we told him to join the resistance or whatever.
So, your friend stole a black helicopter. Very courageous.
I guess it didn't really strike me until now either, but...
Your friend stole a black helicopter. Very courageous.
But I guess that's why they ended up giving us those files that we could look at earlier in the game where it's like black helicopters doing like spooky conspiracy stuff in the air. That wouldn't be very discreet. Ho ho ho, said Manderby. But no. I guess it is in fact entirely significant, so let's see what Tracer Tongue has to say. Can we get past him without talking to him?
Mr. Tom,
No.
you
Okay.
know my brother Paul Denton.
Yes, a reliable man. So your kill switch has been activated.
I feel fine, but it's been over 16 hours.
See how easily our technologies turn on us? The more power you think you have, the more quickly it slips from your hands.
Can you do something about it?
That will depend. You, like your brother, are an extraordinary piece of technology. I never pass up the chance to try a new blade, but I fear at the crucial moment I may lift up my arm to strike and you will twist free of my grasp.
In other words, I'll owe you a favor.
Indeed, as will your friend Mr. Jacobson, a man of much useful knowledge. He arrived in Hong Kong shortly after you did. I was forced to keep him in custody until I could verify his identity and his loyalties.
I assume he checked out.
I believe he is sincere. Now, go down the stairs to the operating platform, and I will examine your systems.
Alright. I still don't think that we got like a very clear outlook of the whole kill switch thing, and if that's like directly related to the kill phrase that apparently the other agents have. Jokes to not your road apartment had it turn out hearing. Maybe we'll go over there some other time. In the immediate future, that is. But does that mean that, like, what something I'm still not sure about is if Paul and JC were also hit with a kill phrase, like fucking, I don't know, when Walton Simons was like, "Hey JC, I just heard that you fucking betrayed us. I wish that you weren't such a little shit and you're gonna die very soon," or whatever. Like, did any part of that conversation include the kill phrase, or does JC not have a kill phrase and they can just push a button and have that happen? I don't know. Well, that part was not very clearly explained, but can we break this? I guess not. You know, I think that taking out the fucking sword does take a little more time than taking out the baton, which I will keep, because maybe I do want to keep on, goodness me, on taking out the guards around me. What do you call it? Not recently. But we'll see for how long that keeps. I guess we can make some room actually by actually spending this canister I was holding up to do it in case I got anything new, but you know, going back into the Majestic 12 helicopter base, it did remind me that I have this regeneration thing, which can definitely be quite useful, I think so. I think we'll just see if we can max that out, or at least come close to it. Let's use cell to upgrade this, or canister I should say, to upgrade regeneration, and now we made room by using up the one canister we had. The answer is though, do we want this clip for the stealth pistol or the fucking rifle? Clip size up to 7 rounds, up to 12 rounds. Yeah, I guess we'll use it on this thing. We have some ballistic armor, which I'm pretty sure that we literally have okay, I don't know why we have a wicker basket along with these things, but I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that we have another augmentation that we got at some point that's also like the same, yes, durable plus protection, literally serves the same purpose as ballistic armor, so we can probably just toss that. So what's going on here? We got like ordinary cross-section thing with internal organs. We got like, oh, I didn't realize literally until I got right up close here that these guys I got, so it's probably a hostage situation or like anything different going on. It seemed like it was going to be a little weird to have like a firing range where you have like a guy, you have target, and you have like two people just being very friendly and cuddly to each other in public, but no, actually one of them has a gun, so it's more of like a hostage thing going on. We cannot interact with this keypad. We can push the button though, so we could go that way. I guess we'll try to figure out what we're gonna end up doing with Tracer Tongue. In just a moment, what if I just end up meandering and get out the rest of this compound without him looking over my shoulder though? Lightweight lamb, yeah, lamb. I guess I actually did have a few options now that I think about it for dealing with the giant mechs in the helicopter base if I really wanted to, which were use a lamb or to use one of those, what they call EMP grenades, which I did do that a couple times in the other time. Like, it's actually pretty simple to take out with EMP grenades, but or at least disable them and then just whack them with a sword until they blow up. But it takes 9 sword whacks, so you do have to take care of that rebreather. I guess a rebreather could be useful. You actually have to do any more breathing of any significant duration. Tranquilizer darts are always useful out there. Also, surprisingly, you know, they are rare enough that I don't believe that we've come close to maxing out how many of those we can carry. Let's see. We have 56 trank darts, which, yeah, we only used a few of those over the course of the game, but it definitely felt like a godsend for the few scenes in which we didn't in fact feel compelled to use them. Yeah, now these keypads are like conspicuously not interactable like the rest of the keypads in the game. We just got buttons to go through these doors. Maybe we can see who's in here, or where's Tracer Tongue? Is that him? I think he said to like go downstairs or something, and oh goodness me. Join him there, I guess. The operating theater. Oh no, never mind, that is him, but he wants me to go down there, I guess.
Just step inside the chamber.
What else?
Just step inside the chamber.
Nope, really is that simple. But who's this guy that's just in here? Just tongue scour, okay.
Is in the operating theater.
Well, no, he's not. He's looking at it. He's not in it.
So, your friend stole a black helicopter. Very courageous.
Yeah, I'm just gonna absorb as much information. Okay, so there are 2 tongue scouts, at least here. And apparently Alex is also here. It's one place, even though we definitely haven't seen him yet. Come to IIS. Illuminati Information Systems. Goodness me. Okay. That's a very friendly looking eye on that pyramid with the eye, but... Alex Jacobson, welcome to the fold. Oh goodness. For Alex Jacobson, I got your account all set up. You should be ready to go. Everything communications on trash computers are completely ghost encrypted. So even if they go out over the standard HK, there's no way anyone can intercept or read the messages. Alright, so... You know what? This might be a good time for me to be like... I'm gonna create a disposable timeline where... I'm gonna raise my fucking computer skill to as high up as I can. Yeah, to master. And that will... should give me a lot more time to read those things, read those messages, but I don't know. Don't fucking time, because that seems like a bit of a waste. But anyway, we can read these. In the meantime, MJ12 Nano Augmentation Experiment Series 3C for internal use only. Recently, human trials and significant mortality studies have demonstrated that non-augmenting of baseline human physiology is not without hazards. Notably, key anatomical regions can support only limited augmentation without risk of rejection or accelerated degeneration. Research is ongoing, but current data suggests the following nano-augmentation combinations have acceptable risk. Combat strength for microfibril muscle, speed enhancement or run silent. I'm pretty sure we've actually looked at this before. It's just like telling you like which upgrades are available for each part of your body, I guess, from the nano canisters. Series 3D, we will examine the viability of genetically suppressing the immune response through epsilon elimination. Well, while we're looking at that, yes, really the icebreaker. Not time to recharge, so what do we got? Messages. I've been talking a lot to Tracer, and he's really an amazing person. I think I can learn a lot from him. You might find this out, but all the time I work for United seems like a dream. Killing time in some virtual world, so I didn't have to make the hard choices in the real one. I can add this to the data report. Probably because of the upgrade, but we're not going to stay in this timeline anyway. I feel like I finally woken up, says Alex. Daedalus, regard objectives to JC then. Really? Wait, can we like log onto our same fucking... Yeah, this is addressed to us, I just not realized, so... Are we supposed to have a login for this? Maybe we'll find out. But yeah, everything, blah blah blah, encrypted, blah blah blah. Oh, wait a moment, let me see if I can bug out. Surely it's not gonna be the same fucking, no, okay. Credentials that we have. Or that we had, like, I do not, that would be really stupid. Well... We're not gonna stay in that timeline, but I'm gonna read this one more time because I wanna figure out, I guess, according to this book, which other augmentations we potentially can get that we haven't found yet. We're missing the one with the eyes, the second subdermal one, and the final torso one. So optics, it can be targeting or vision enhancement, I guess. Subdermal 2 would be cloak or radar transparency, and torso 3 would be synthetic heart or power recirculator. Sorry. Whenever we have a chance to grab those, which hopefully we do. I guess I'm just gonna go looking for Alex or whoever is gonna give me the login that I guess we can use for that computer. Oh, medical bot, actually. I'm guessing that's the operating theater that Fraser Tong wants me to go to, but...
Please, complete your business and then go.
Well, I don't need to heal right now. I don't have too many bioelectric cells, I just have a lot of them, and it looks like Alex to me, so I guess he's probably gonna give me the details in just a moment when we speak about before that. Let's see what's over here. Plasma clip, candy bar, and multi-tool. I think the only plasma weaponry that I will ever fire is the plasma pistol. So I thought we
Took a big risk following you here. Thanks.
When you believe in something, you've just got to do it.
How'd you find Tom so quickly?
Turns out I knew him all along. ttundernetnet.0924.243.886. I posted a message to the board and he contacted me himself.
Any news from Jaime?
No sign of him yet. I hope he made it.
Yeah, me too. Did you ever dig up anything about this Daedalus character? I'm still hearing from him.
Actually, I did, sort of. Crypto says Daedalus was supposedly a government AI project, also known as Echelon 4.
Supposedly?
I'm getting this from anonymous crypto boys. Daedalus was supposed to beat the old content recognition problem in surveillance. It was a program that could search all the terabytes of intercepted messages for subversive content.
So, what happened?
Never panned out as far as I know. The problem was just too hard. They blew through a lot of taxpayer money, but finally had to scrap the whole project.
So the thing that's talking in my head is, what, resurrected AI?
I wish I knew.
well, that's reassuring. Don't you give me any credentials, man.
Kong has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
Okay.
Jaime should be in the city by now.
I guess it's
I'll be
coming.
here to back you up, just like at UNACA.
Well,
I'll be here to back you up, just like at UNACA.
I guess it pretty much accounts for pretty much everyone that was like our United Guild pals. There's that guy, there's Jaime who was apparently on the way, who were like, yeah, we're gonna join you in this spooky rebellion. There's Carter, who was also our friend. He's like, no, I'm gonna have to stay here and hold the fort and play along, which I'm gonna hate, but still believe that this institution can stand for a good thing or whatever, which at that point, I don't know, given that whole bureaucracy was completely taken over by this spooky conspiracy. And I mean, Anna, we killed her because she was just gonna go along with the conspiracy, and yeah, I wonder where he is right now. Because it kind of sounded like, from at least one of the scenes that we saw, like he was up to us, but we haven't seen him. Should still be around, and I mean, minorly we knocked him out. Presumably he's still alive. I don't know. So Janice or whatever his secretary was, who was like, yeah, he's totally right, and you're a moron for believing that there's anything wrong going on here. I guess we don't like her that much. And Shannon, I guess we like her a little bit more after she confessed that she was like, oops, I'm actually stealing funds and shit from this place and using them for my own purposes, but I can hook you up if you want to help me. Given that, I don't even know if they would have believed JC if he did that, given that it was like being treated as fucking enemy at that point. But yeah, I think that covers pretty much everyone that wasn't like a faceless trooper at the Well, what if we... Oh shit, okay.
Stay right there.
Yes, sir. Are we gonna have our plasma shields recharged? And or tested? Oh goodness. Well, we were having pain noises, but apparently we haven't taken huge amounts of damage, and we do have a medbot just in the other room, so I guess we'll just bear it like we got one part not found. Oh.
Success. Come back to the control room.
Okay. That's like in that Arkham animated Suicide Squad tie-in where they're like, yeah, let's let the Riddler strap us to the fucking electric chairs and that'll destroy the bombs that are in our heads. Are we taking a damage from that, technically speaking? No, we didn't even take damage, okay. So, main sounds were just for effect. Do you have anything else to
I'll
say
be
though?
here to back you up, just like at UNACA.
Apparently not, so if we're supposed to get a login for that computer, which it really seemed like we were. I guess we're not gonna get it yet. So what's up?
That's it.
A simple switch, as they call it.
Have you heard from Paul?
On his way, according to Smuggler in New York. He will be fine. Meanwhile, we still face the likelihood of a triad war here in Hong Kong.
Quick and Chen declared a truce just a few minutes ago.
A good bit of diplomacy, I admit, but it won't hold. Not with the sword left to be fought over.
I think they'll be slow to anger with Maggie Chow out of the picture.
No. In their system, the sword is a doomsday weapon, a temptation. We must recover the Raman coding from VersaLife and make it available to both triads.
So that's all you expect in the way of a favor? A little corporate espionage?
The first of many favors. Remember, I saved your life. Now pay attention. The VersaLife elevator north of the market will require an employee number. Try 06288. Once inside, find Mr. Hundley, the shift supervisor. He can be persuaded to give you access to the labs.
Hundley.
You will find him receptive. He is the corrupt official who sold the Red Arrow the technology to begin with.
I'll find the ramen coding, but I'm not your henchman. I'll help you as long as we have a mutual interest.
If you choose to fight Majestic 12, you will need an ally. We will have a mutual interest for some time. In fact, I took the liberty of setting up a computer account for you. Login JC Denton. Password Sanctuary. Feel free to use the machine in my office.
Okay. Yes, here's the one where they're giving us that.
We have much to offer one another if we cooperate.
I don't know still if this guy seems particularly super trustworthy or if something's gonna go sideways with him, but
We need Paul. I wish you would hurry up.
I guess for now we'll play ball.
Finn from UNATCO is very knowledgeable about certain networks. He will be very useful.
So I guess that's how you get the login,
I
and
wanted to learn more about VersaLife for a long time.
there's also the thing with the sword.
As you know, VersaLife manufactures ambrosia.
Oh yeah, I think that was mentioned a few times. I can't forget about that though.
More when you return. Go now.
Okay.
We need Paul. I wish he would hurry up.
Kong is in the operating theater.
Well, not anymore. Like, even less so now, I mean. But yeah, we'll check out the emails now. I guess we can also check out what's here. Dignified something something. This doesn't seem like anything like something that we've read before either. Check that out. At least logging in, but I'm glad that he basically just sent us an mission to like basically be able to make more copies of the sword, because I was gonna be like, shit, do you mean that I'm gonna have to give up the sword that I barely have the opportunity to use? But no, I guess that's not it. Quite pleased with the notion that I'm not, in fact, gonna have to give up the sword, so we already read this one, but look over again. Our account all set up here in the Illuminati network, which I guess we're somehow innovating right now. Even though I think we heard that Illuminati had more to do with Majestic 12 potentially than with anything that we're involved with right now, but I guess we'll figure out what's up with that. Daedalus card objectives. This one we didn't read it. There's little time. You should know that the organization for which you have worked, whose goals and interests you believe to be your own, is not what it seems. UNATCO is merely an arm of a larger entity known as Majestic 12. Yeah, this is kind of a thing that we've already known for a while. Majestic 12 seeks to use force and intimidation to seize absolute control of everything. They will not hesitate to use all means necessary to achieve this goal, and have engineered a disease you refer to as a Great Death in an effort to accomplish this. They must not be allowed to succeed. Your brother has been an aid to me in this matter, but cannot help you any longer. You must take his place. The Great Death is a nanotechnologically engineered virus. You're immune, but others are not. You must locate the universal constructor used to create the Great Death and destroy it. Information indicates that it is in Hong Kong, housed in a Majestic 12 facility beneath the corporation known as VersaLife. You must not fail. Right, so I guess we have an extra objective now. Beyond what Tracer Tongue told us to do. Miss Carter Sitref. Oh boy. Army on the spot if they knew I was sending you this message, but I get a feeling they'll be drumming me out any day now as this. Well, they might do something worse, but we'll see. Really was insistent, like we said, of not coming over here, so we're gonna see how that plays out for him. Alex tells me there's no way this communication can be traced, so I trust he knows what the hell he's doing. I understand why you did it. Being a soldier isn't just following orders, it's following those orders in service of a higher cause. Not because it's betrayed, we're not soldiers anymore, just pieces on a chessboard dying for the wrong reasons. Things have been bad since you left. Manderly has disappeared. Oh goodness. He says he's been relieved of duty. The director of FEMA, Walton Simons, has assumed the interim authority, but there's something about him I don't like. Maybe it's his extreme motto, I don't know. He's unreasonable, but there's something beyond his eyes. I saw the same look in men in combat when all the part of them that was human just left. I have some friends who used to be associated with UNATCO. They've disappeared, but I may see if I can fight them again. Maybe they'll be useful to you. We'll see in the meanwhile. Do what you think is right, JC, and let the devil take the rest. Alrighty then. New messages out of Toledo Vault, I guess, before we just head out. We can chat with Alex one more time and see if he has anything different to say.
Take the security of VersaLife seriously. They're very protective of their research program.
Guess so, a little bit.
VersaLife is one of the few companies that funds basic research in several branches of science. The corporation doesn't share data with the medical community. That's why they do so well. They could make a killing if they released ambrosia publicly. Jaime should be in the city by now.
Oh yeah, that's a good Jaime.
Has connections. You should scope out the labs for upgrades.
I don't know if I found any upgrades. I just found a bunch of ammo and consumables here. But I guess he might mean like the VersaLife labs. We're getting to, but before we leave, I would leave nothing but just let's see what this is, because I think I read this. Like I said, Project Divin, Intelligent Meditations written by the Honored Lee. As the most dignified of the Celestial Kingdom had expected, inquiries into the nature of MD-12 and the so-called Project Divin were quickly declined in an extremely abrupt manner. It resulted in the unfortunate but necessary loss of an humble servant who will be forever exalted in the adult of our organization. Sad winky face. However, further perseverance has suggested that the aforementioned project involved the quiet acquisition of Chinese technology that was later applied to the invention of an improved stealth helicopter for use in covered MJ-12 operations. Full examination of electronic traces would lead an astute observer to conclude that this information was liberated during a number of skilled intrusions into Chinese corporate data wells originating from United Reports in New York, which in turn leads to certain questions about links between UNATCO and MJ-12. Alright. So they pretty much figured it out, so I guess, yeah, the black helicopter that is apparently the same type that Jock just took along the entire time, like every single time that we've seen him, almost, except for the first time. I guess it's one of those stealth helicopters that I think we very briefly read about. I guess that was supposed to be the implication, and that's why they were, he was able to slip around fairly smoothly. I thought that Jock might have ended up around here, but I guess not. He ended up after that helicopter facility fiasco. I guess we'll worry about that later. Same with Jaime. I guess I didn't include Jock when I was talking about like all the people that we knew from UNATCO back in New York.
While
Might
you
be
are
a
here,
recount.
observe the laws of the triad.
Yeah. So, rather going to... I just now realize that this place does have one of those, like, gunshot sensor things. I don't think I've actually noticed that those were actually located right here before. What was I saying?
You must have
Pick up.
won great favor with the dragon head.
Yeah, whatever.
I look forward to shaking the hand of my enemy.
And Gordon Quick still doesn't give us any of that sound glitch that apparently he can also do, as well as that guard from the Noche Road. So I'm not gonna worry about that, but yeah. I see you have a cold sword. Yeah, I love it now. It's something that we've... I guess I decided to hold on to.
Look around.
I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of it as far as actual combat, but I guess we'll find out. So we were given the code for this, I thought. I guess before we 16288. Universal Life Corporation data entry facility. What facilities just for data entry? Do we have like... Oh shit. Wait a moment, actually. I mean, 'cause, yeah, surely we can... we can't go in here without getting noticed, so... I guess we just... assume that this guy also assumes that we're able to...
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists.
Yeah, and we just belong here. There's nothing suspicious about the way we look whatsoever.
You do not require a security pass to visit the first 3 levels of offices.
Okay.
Late night.
Yeah, am I right?
My feet are killing me.
Feel
Hope you
weird
find
there, I
who you
think.
are looking for.
Yeah, me too.
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists.
I don't know if I see receptionists here, but... I'll tell you about what the sword can do, but I don't want to get spoilers, yeah. Probably gonna keep that, but... Pretty much the only thing I really noted about it a couple times, so we said it feels very much like the super swords in Ultima Underworld 1 and 2. I think that might have been the reason why they decided to put it in this game, but I guess we'll see. I'll bypass that with one tool. Let's see what's down here first though.
Welcome to Versailles. We make tomorrow look like yesterday. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Mr. Hundley.
He's upstairs making his rounds. Look for a man in a black suit.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's well, it's very easy.
Going up.
Also not really terribly subtle on our parts, like just standing right in front of cameras
You don't have to show ID.
and standing in front of everyone and just
I
speaking
have to keep
freely.
watch. You don't have to show ID. Going up. I have to keep watch.
Alright.
We're all out of company brochures.
We do have one of these alarm buttons right here, though, apparently. And a data cube. You don't mind if I look over this, surely. Oh, goodness. Please sign in. 8 gentlemen, Marin Castle.
They went to the lucky money.
Psionics people. Okay. Maybe I saw them there. I don't know. Evacs turn out to be. Surely they weren't the Russian sailors. Later Handley, Dr. Michalopoulos.
We're very laid back around here.
Okay. Claude Harrison, Cassandra Vargas, Dr. Lundquist, Bates M, Dr. Cole, George Stern, Tom Bunch, Luis Alban, M. Morgan, Elaine V, Barry Burkett.
Security pass to visit the laboratories.
Okay. Should I have security pass to do this though? Where they just openly have it marked as MJ12net, I guess. Not being very subtle either. Let's see. Temp security pass. Well, let's take a look at the employee evaluations first. Let's have employee evaluations by COB today. COB. Closure of business? Not sure. With special attention paid to those who've been engaging in non-contributory behavior of groups for information counter to the commercial well-being of the company shortly be rolling a receptionist position. Oh goodness. Well, I did raise the alarm by doing that, I guess, but I guess no one cares. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, okay, she has a gun too. Oh, sorry there, Intercollector, kind of in the way. Oh shit, wait, she looked really flat for a moment there, maybe it's just because of the shadows. Alright, anyway. Surely by now oh, locked out for confirm or something. Probably be easier to just do this than oh shit. Realize that now. Saves for a while. Although we have another autosave that's like right here, so it's fine.
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists.
Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna see if I can hack into this, I guess, before I even talk to the receptionist this time. Finish reading that email. Let's use the special option as well. Let's see, we have a receptionist position, posting it to another branch to continue your observations, or receptionist quote unquote. With the continued assistance of you and other trained EACs, we'll be sure to keep your life sustained for this company for years to come, says Handley. Oh, damn it, that was too late. So I guess she's not a receptionist, but they just... Oh shit.
I'm looking.
No, that's the same, that's what it looks like. Maybe she carries a gun, but they just put her here so she can keep an eye on everyone. Even though it didn't really work out that well for her in the other thing. Hey. It's up 6512 code issued. Oh, wait a moment. I need to look at this. I didn't know that. I don't know if, I guess. Okay, yeah, I thought that maybe that was ending something. Some other item, but no, I guess we're just supposed to note that. Let's see what happens if I just do that again. Same code that we did just a moment ago. Or what? It's like 6512. Oh, and now it's gone.
Don't worry about it, Tyler.
Let me do this. Okay, yeah. I'm just kind of want to be sure that I have the right number. And hopefully, you know, there's not like an actual time limit that's linked to that. Oh, it's 6512, it should, yeah.
We're all out of company brochures.
Oh, I don't think the thing that I am after, it's related to a company brochure. Right, like 6512.
You missed the psionics people. They went to the lucky money.
If you need help, talk to one of the receptionists.
Yeah, I got that. I'm guessing that if I take a step into the security office here, I'll also get those guys mad at me. Trust, obey, goodness, duty, that's very subtle as well. Honor, loyalty, respect, trust, obey, consume, this is your god. Freedom is slavery, you know, strength, etc., etc. So who are you?
Please address inquiries to my supervisor.
Okay. Where's your supervisor?
I have work to do.
Mike Morgan?
I can't be bothered.
Oh, that much is clear, but...
Go away. They will think I'm talking to you. I can't be bothered.
I guess he's gonna get some kind of disciplinary action if he stops typing for more than 5 seconds, like in that Dexter movie.
I have work to do.
And I guess this guy's the same way. Tom Bunch.
Go away. They will think I'm talking to you.
Well, it's a good thing that we intuit their names after a while. I mean, are you the supervisor, Sarah Stern? What about you?
I can't be bothered. Go away. They will think I'm talking to you.
Louis Alvin. What about this? Where's Life? This one doesn't have the MJ12 login. An interesting way to talk to that. I guess just supposed to play that if there's like something more off about the okay, let's see. Our Handley, all ships weekly memo. Okay, we'll read that in a moment. But yeah, we've gotten code from a couple of these terminals, I guess. But yeah, it's just supposed to imply that the... Oh. There's nothing off about the secretary in particular, but I just noticed that I guess each computer has like a separate icebreaker cooldown. That's gonna be pretty handy for letting me read the email, I think, without having to change anything. All shifts recently heard some negative discussions in a holdover's life that I'd like to address here. I'm doing a difficult job, blah 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 blah. Demands, commitment, blah 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 blah. Family, your family, we're together so that we can achieve if we pick off the throw now. It could be disastrous. What else? This is a war against disease and poverty, and if we're not willing to reach out and support our neighbor in the cube cockroach from us to get in that foxhole with them and jump into a grenade. God. Negative attitudes will have to place in the work environment all those around you, but by trusting in the person's life, family can be sure, blah 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 blah. Basically that stress speech from the IT crowd. Something from Starship Troopers. Negative attitudes, blah blah blah, all this around you will be rewarded. We're making changes, exciting changes, and I hope to tell you about them in future minute. Very cool. Let's see. I guess maybe Sarah's turn. There's something different to say.
Please stay out of the work area.
Oh, she just doesn't want us here.
Data entry personnel are not permitted to speak to visitors.
I wonder why.
Our employees know the rules and will obey.
Okay.
Don't make me call security.
I mean, security doesn't care, apparently.
Please stay out of the work area.
The work area. I'll just have the water cooler right here. You know what? I just realized that when I first came in here and it said, like, specifically the loading screen. After a loading screen, it said data entry facility. I literally made a joke about if it was going to be like this, and I guess it was, in fact, going to be like this. It's just a little more localized than I thought it might be when I made that remark, but I guess we'll head upstairs. Yeah, we've heard that. Does the first 3 levels of offices count as anything beyond what we can see here? I don't know.
You worked at Psionics? You look like you could have the gift.
Hey, we were just talking about Starship Troopers like 5 seconds ago.
This Kramer Preceptor patent proposal is kicking my ass.
Why are you speaking like that?
Friendly won't let me leave until it's done. Hardly worth fighting for, in my opinion. Who wants to smell the difference between xenon or radon?
I don't know.
This place. They just want to own anything genetic, any new sequence. People are feedstock, as far as management cares. My job is to find ways to add value. The whole society is built on the factory model. Schools, business, media. Move person X through process Y and add capability Z. Why not clinics? Yes, I better get back to work.
Well, what kind of work are you doing here?
I'm so sick of staring at the computer screen.
Doesn't look like you're doing that here.
I'm so sick of staring at the computer screen.
Yeah, I get that. Anyway. Didn't get asked if we can press delete while the computer is booting up, but Yes, this dude must also be pretty familiar with what's going on here. Is there anyone else up on this floor? Not that I can see. She's gonna have the same content as the computers downstairs that we've already hacked. I'm gonna do the 6512 thing I expect, and yeah, the same login. Lighting changes. Guess if we go up one more level, that's where the dude that we were supposed to talk to is. There's a couple people here. There's
So much for the schedule, right, mate?
The schedule? Yeah, sure.
It's swell to miss a day of work, but they bloody hell better push back the delivery. I know I won't be done.
They'll understand.
At least the super freighters on our way to America. No more special agents nosing about up here.
Special agents?
You know, the ones in the suits with grey skin. Eyes tattooed on the backs of their necks. I'd sure like to know what was in those tanks to make them so uptight.
Okay, well, thanks for that little information. Hey, supervisor. I'm trying to make straight past this, but it's not really working out.
Mr. Hunley, shift supervisor.
Oh,
Who might
that's
you
him.
be?
I'm contracting this month. Quite a facility you have here.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we're pretty proud of the work we're doing.
Any chance I could get a tour of the labs?
Oh, no, I'm afraid not. Trade secrets and all that.
I'll make it worth your while.
To the tune of what? 2,000?
Okay. I mean, we could afford it, but surely there's another way.
Never mind.
Unless you can, like, ask us again about that. Or someone get 2,000 from someplace around here.
Ready to make a deal? 2,000 for a look at our laboratories?
Never.
Ever.
Didn't get a job
Period.
of work done today.
I guess
Why
not.
bother data entry? They had me on a forklift. Am I just a common labourer? Wasn't I hired for my expertise? In a former life, I was a mule dragging a stone plough up a hill in northern Thailand.
Not in Northern Ireland?
I bloody hell refuse to work at gunpoint again. I'm a professional, goddammit.
Oh.
That's business in Asia.
I guess we might be able to find a way to get to where we want to go without supervisor's help. Let's see if we continue going down this path. There's another random sitting there exactly where we need to be to exactly where he needs to be to gawk at us. No unauthorized personnel that way. What do you got here in this data queue of yours? I think something good is happening downstairs, but I don't know what. Yesterday I found a man in the bathroom dressed in street clothes and raving about that. No what. I don't the things they did to him. Upstairs he said, but there is no downstairs. I don't know how he got into the building. Like old security, a bunch of scary guys in red armor showed up. They didn't say anything, just shot him with a dart. He stopped talking, maybe he was dead. When I tried to get closer, they shot me halfway across the room like swatting an insect. My supervisor came, questioned me about loyalty and shared objectives with the program. Mentioned how dangerous Hong Kong streets were, that security was for my protection and data was too there to prevent unfortunate incidents. Several of the guys in scary red armor are coming this way. I think they'll take a restroom break. Okay. I mean, are those also the psionics guys that the other people were talking about there? Or like the same people that got completely steamrolled by the Triad people in the club without us even having to do anything?
What? Just looking around.
People are trying to concentrate.
They keep you up here pretty late.
That's because they don't want people looking over my shoulder.
Why not?
Huh. I guess it doesn't matter what I say anymore. It's because I falsify all the records, okay?
They probably don't want you telling people that.
So, I don't care. I figured it out today, how they do it. People with my job got the Great Death. In a couple of weeks, I could be in a camp. I could already be sick.
Why would they do that?
Whatever's in those labs, stuff goes in there. Instruments, military personnel. None of it goes on the record. Iverson had this job, that's why he got sick. Chang, Kylie, Watts, now it's me.
I'd really like to check out those labs.
You some kind of spy or something?
Does it matter?
If I get you down there, can you do something for me?
What's that?
Hunley, kill him. I bet you could do it. You guys have ways to keep from getting caught. I can give you clearance.
Okay. So I guess he's waiting for me to do that? And then he'll show me how to get in the labs, because it doesn't seem like he did anything to do that now.
I want to see those labs.
John Smith.
Mr. Hunley checks the logs every 5 minutes. I can't do anything while he's around.
Yeah, I guess so. He expects me to do. But there's also going to be another way to deal with that, though, without having to do that either. Here's over here. John, a.k.a. Winston, will continue to use the memory hole, which is what they paid him to do. But hey, what's up? Oh, we have an infinite strength keypad, so I guess we're going to have to find a code at some point. And I'm guessing that it's not going to be the same code that we used to come in here with us. What? 6512. Wait a moment. Forget about that code, though, I gotta say. Nope, that's the same code that we can use by just hacking the computer, so we can just forget about all that. But Pacific Green Research Facility. District 12 Development Problem. Oh, someone's coming out to meet us immediately.
You're the one they just cleared for level 1.
Stay in this timeline, but
That's me.
I guess we'll see
You
how
are
it goes.
welcome to
Oh,
stroll
God.
around the laboratories, but respect the work that we do here. Your security pass can be cancelled with no warning.
I've looked forward to this for a long time.
Security is watching through the cameras. If you cause trouble, an alarm will sound, and the guards won't wait to ask questions.
Yes, sir. I'll try not to get in anyone's way.
Okay, Supervisor Harrison. I guess you don't care that you got smushed by the elevator doors, which I'm pretty sure would have killed you in a build engine game. Yeah. Actually, let's reload time just a little bit. A bit of it. It did autosave when I went down to the security. But it's probably a good thing. But if I head back up here... No, I mean, I guess at this point I've technically already made my way to the elevator, so I don't have much reason to bargain with anyone.
I want to see those labs.
Mr. Hunley checks the logs every 5 minutes. I can't do anything while he's around.
And I'm pretty sure that because I went in the elevator, that technically means that I got skill points from doing that. So I'm actually kind of curious, can I get more skill points by doing more side quests? Oh, there's Huntley. Nobody's watching, don't worry about it. Alright, we have news credits from him. I'm also kind of curious to see what would happen if I were to try to break into the security base level. But hey, I did the thing. What do you have to say about that?
Alright, I killed your boss.
You mean...
He's out of the picture. I'd advise you not to hang around too long. Now how about getting me into the labs?
Well, okay. Sure, it doesn't matter to me. The code to the elevator is 6512. I'll make sure you have access once you get to the lab.
Okay, not received, but we didn't get any more skill points, so it seems like... Oh, no, never mind. We did, in fact, get that. Well, hey, a little bit of murder. Which apparently for a noble cause can get us a somewhat better life, then why not, you know? I don't think anyone's gonna care about this guy enough to notice what we did here anyway. I think the guy that's in that room certainly doesn't. It's gonna be fine. What else happened though for you? I'm all good for this. Hey guys, what's up? Oh shit. Well, thank you for very nicely telling me about that, but then that was made me so good at that kindness. Alright. Assume too that this one of those keypads that you can never have a key code for, at least not within the game itself. Maybe if I do this very, very sneakily, I can get away with.
If you need help,
Operation the alarm. Yeah, no problem. Oh shit. Oh, that was an attempt. I'm afraid you forced my hand, however. Oh, she's also fine. There we go. Guess she's not gonna come over here though, so let's just be around here as long as we've got access here. Welcome to VerseLife. We will make tomorrow look like yesterday. As a new employee, you will eventually be issued your very own individual login and password so that we can better provide information and support territory report habits. However, until security clearances are completed, you should use the standard data entry login and password, login all underscore shifts. Password data underscore entry, and I mean, presumably that's just for getting into the computers that are in the offices, which we've already done. Your access will be restricted to non-sensitive documents and company-wide email, but we hope that you have the opportunity to document yourself to the VerseLife family. And that even though you have not received full security authorization, you are still expected to act in accordance with the rules and regulations outlined in your employee manual and supplemental agreements. Alright, so does this say the same thing, or? Security log. Richard Hundley enters with empty briefcase. Verify contents of briefcase upon departure to ensure they're still writing that wrong. Confidentiality protocols are not a violation. John Smith enters without signing. He's actually called John Smith, okay. Note in disciplinary record and increase electronic surveillance on Smith. Louis Albin engages in lengthy conversation with receptionist Destiny Savannah. Popular topics in know. An individual enters may possibly match description of J.C. Denton referenced in Bulletin 133B. We'll continue observation and detain if confirmed match. Well, alright. I mean, maybe it's a good thing if we get ahead of the curve and do this. Okay, I guess she's gonna be an enemy now. Or not, never mind.
We're all out of company brochures.
She doesn't care that just happened. She knows it was a bit of a... She didn't see us sort of beat these guys to death. The pistol. A couple of these guys have lockpick. Well, that's all.
You missed the psionics people. They went to the Lucky Money.
I should gotta be very subtle about this, even though it's literally a mirror across from us. Hello. Yeah, it doesn't look like JC's brandishing the sword. At least when he's up swinging it. Don't worry, I won't. Alright, that is Destiny Savannah, I guess. We do confirm that. And she only has a pistol and cigarettes, which is what I wanted to check, so let's go back in time. We are going to keep the death of this guy, Hundley, but I guess we'll let those security guys live for now if they come after us again later. Then I think we're just gonna deal with them at that time.
Big operation down there. Lots of genetics work going on. That's all I've been able to figure out. I'll make a break for it after my shift. I can't leave right now because of the camera.
I mean, do the cameras get turned off after your shift?
I hope they don't figure out it was us.
I mean, apparently the dudes in the security office are already suspicious of you, so...
Security passes expire. You better get going.
Yeah, but...
I hope they don't figure out it was us.
First, I need to be as thorough as possible, that is my want. As well, you know. Alright, let's actually get moving. Let's actually get a properly conversation with that guy.
You're the one they just cleared for level...
Yeah.
You are welcome to stroll around the laboratory.
I've looked for...
Security is watching through the cameras.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what else?
Do not ask the scientists questions. They are very busy.
I guess literally no one here is well informed enough to recognize me inside, at least.
The Americans are here, so everyone has to be a little more formal today.
The Americans, you see.
Welcome to the Level 1 laboratories.
I wonder who they could be.
Sorry, we do not give tours.
Really? Then...
Welcome to the Level 1 laboratories.
We're missing on a serious potential source of income. Missing out, I'm telling you.
They don't let me talk to lab personnel.
Well, I'm not. So, what's up?
I'm on duty.
I see, what else?
Carry on with your business.
Okay.
Keep your security pass with you at all times.
What if I told you I don't actually have one?
Yes, we both have to work late.
Yes, this is clearly for work.
Psionics is on level 2.
Remunerated work, I mean.
Tough day, huh? I'm ready to knock off. You lost or something?
Yeah, a little bit, actually.
Yes, we both have to work late.
Alright, let's check this very poignant sculpture that's just here. Gee, I wonder how they made the globe float like that. Hey, fucking rock suit man, Metal Gear looking dude. I guess you don't speak. Good thing too. What made me feel kind of bad maybe if you turned out to be kind of like a human being and I already killed like, well, one of your dudes I was like left over from the club scene. The riots killed the rest. Just pop that stealth pistol into my coat. does this do, I wonder? So it's not gonna be the same. No, 2 digits, so... I'm gonna sit here and figure out 100 possible different combinations we can do that, but... Instead... Let's see what happens if we do this. Someone's running to raise alarm over. I guess so. I guess they don't like that I'm using multi-tool. But good. Can we close this? Here we can. Right, see you later. I'll just take a peek at what's down here, I guess. God, the way this always laid out, which kind of reminds me of... Oh, wait, that guy doesn't hate me though. Kind of reminds me of like an old Doom Engine game, I'm gonna say, but oh, never mind, he doesn't need me anymore either, even though he came down here looking for me.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Good luck finding him.
The ROM encoding should be in this wing of the laboratory.
Okay. I mean, we can probably get down here a little more, you know, discreetly. So I guess I'll rewind time a little bit and see if we can, I guess, maybe find a code for that thing. Because I guess we have to get down there, if that's where the thing that we have to retrieve is. Oh goodness. Look at all that. I wonder if we can, no, I guess not. So there's an elevator, but on the other side, though, is there another side? I would expect that there would be. No, but that goes up. Up where, though? Oh. So what are you guys up to over here?
They don't let me talk to lab personnel.
This guy's just being square still.
Abstraction.
Exactly.
You can't be dealing with this sort of thing on the base pair level.
Essentially what I told Miss Chow. Tissue augmentation. It's not a matter of twiddling bits.
Okay, so I guess you talked to Chow.
You met the American team? Have a look around. The project is finally starting to heat up.
We are having an important discussion.
Yeah, I can
need
tell.
To stay focused on tools.
In principle, yes, I agree.
The older scientists don't grasp what it means to have so much data.
Still, we have to throw them a bone once in a while.
With the right software, organism design should be indistinguishable from CAD-CAM.
We'll rip up another non-Mendelian. They love the Karkians.
Non-Mendelian. You guys made the Karkians?
We are having an important discussion.
Just talking shop? Never mind us.
Well, we've killed a few of those Karkians. They had a few design flaws. Maybe you might be interested in. I guess you're supposed to refrigerate soy food. But I'm still not entirely sure like what soy food would actually be like. I wonder if soy food's like been defictionalized at any point. Probably has. Wonder if it was any good though. Peter Cube says Dr. Harrison was running a regression analysis on the UC and it appears that we have serious error result in uncontrolled replication until any version of the control system can be tested. If it's all a temporary patch, I will initiate a cascading shutdown sequence. It will also destroy the UC in the process, so use will be an emergency. Code is 525 ops says the new system should be online within 72 hours or so to stick to low yield runs until then. For UC, whatever that is. Now they have even 6 bathrooms in here. So we're technically not invading anyone's privacy here, but can still inspect the plumbing. All seems fine. Oh yeah, this room. What's going on in this room? Do any of you guys killed around here? Oh. Right, incoming call. Interrupted.
It's a simple request.
Lab procedure forbids.
The psionics laboratory.
The psionics laboratory has no business worrying about weak interactions between incidental subatomic particles.
Our work on Fitjof Capra.
Capra. A quantum quack.
Don't criticize what you don't understand.
Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command, but
Scientific progress depends upon collaboration.
Maybe you should cross your legs, onto yourself, and try to read my mind.
The sharing of data between departments should be automatic.
VersaLife did not achieve 1 trillion credit equity by disclosing R&D material.
We work in the same building.
Our results can be understood only by a few dozen people on the planet, none of whom are psionics engineers.
Okay, so basically these guys are Professor Moriarty's origin story, but I see a couple of data cubes in here, which I might give that a try. Getting into that, I'm guessing that I couldn't just bust that open with my sword. So who are you, lab
I
assistant?
am not allowed to speak to visitors.
You have a name? Yes, the other people here have names, but not you.
Do not interfere with the experiment.
The experiment.
I cannot answer any of your questions. I am working.
Yes, I can tell.
We are being observed.
Yeah, that's a bit redundant, though.
Special agents are here to enforce policy. Go about your own business.
Who says that I'm not?
Miss Chow will inspect the facility shortly.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Do not pry into the research of other groups.
But what if it's my job
The
to
boss
do that?
is here from the United States. He is very hard to impress.
I get the feeling that we're gonna get to see who the boss is, but
Do not interfere with the experiment.
maybe not right now. Alright.
I'm trying to talk here.
Well, not anymore, but it looks a bit.
How rude. Stop interrupting.
What, your reflection? Are you speaking telepathically now?
I'm trying to talk here.
This is a private conference.
Well, apparently not. That guy keeps coming in.
One of yours? Really? We have reserved the room for the next 2 hours.
Maybe there was a mix-up. I don't
This
know.
is a private conference.
Maybe I did the same thing and
One of
they
yours?
messed that up. Right. So what does happen if I try to do this? Nothing. Right, what if I do bust out a couple of lockpicks to try and get at what's in here? Oh, they don't like me doing that, but... What is in here? I received the augmentation control waiting on the button suspension. Into my meta-testing chamber, code 5878. Oh goodness. The server made for the recommend master password is down, please. But also, yeah, they really don't like that I'm doing that, I guess. What an interesting death sound for... I suppose specifically this part of the game, yeah, this does have different music to regular Hong Kong. Alright, now what if I do that, but very sneakily, so I can at least read the content of that other... Oh shit. That other data cube. Something, master password, Damocles. New server node for the weapons research team. It says Harrison. Alright. I wonder if there's like another thing that we can use to open that up, because we did find a thing for the key when recently, but I don't think it was anywhere in here. It was like in Treasure Con's place.
You shouldn't be back here.
Well, I don't know, maybe I feel like some soda. Or some candy. Or maybe I want to find out what's in here as well. You guys don't mind, surely. Well, thank you for letting me know. So what's up there? Is that more ballistic armor? It doesn't look like it's quite the same as... No, it is more ballistic armor. Why do I need a weapon? Isn't that the question? I feel like we could probably be here a while trying to answer that question, but... Surely that's been debated enough already. Let's see if this will give me access to that read button though. Some cameras. We're gonna open a few things, I guess. And these guys apparently don't care that I'm doing this. Grand hole. And get out without being detected. Very, very subtly. What am I doing? Oh, never mind that, I guess. I'm just gonna step out into the hallway real quick, so... Let's see that you have a handy-dandy extra locked cabinet here, though. If I get into that without immediately getting shot to death before that's even open. Might be possible, it might not. Ah, never mind. I think so that I can do that with. Alright, let's try a different approach. Let's try being a little more proactive this time. Oh shit, okay. I don't know what he did as he was dying there, but oh, that guy. Okay, maybe now I can do this. Okay, Commander Triolet, in order to correct the corrupted security upgrade, it was necessary for me to do a low-level wipe of the entire system and reinstall from a virgin backup. As a result, the security login and password have been reset to the default MJ12 and security. Please change the password at your earliest possible convenience and inform your personnel. Says Troy Whitaker, MJ12 is, or 15, admin. So it's MJ12 and security, which yeah, I guess we probably have, come on. I do want the stuff in this cabinet though. I mean, does that open up any new options that we didn't have when we hacked this thing? I guess not, no. Hey, fellas.
You met the American team?
Yeah.
Have a look around. The project is finally...
Well, I did take some damage while doing that, so I don't think it will stay in this timeline, but... keep that in mind, so we got some extra stuff there. I'm napalm. I forget what's born. Yet either. But now we're gonna just walk away, having already fucked with the security console. I don't think we got the code for that keypad though. And remember, also have an attack, you need to just bash open these cabinets. Yeah. I mean, I've also been very... very... lazy about... I'm very about just actually upgrading any of my skills. After a certain point, I'm just sitting with a whole lot of skill points right now. Because it seems like when it comes down to it, I don't really need to upgrade them that badly anymore. Wait, what? Just end up in the same place. To go up instead, but this... that's not where the labs are. Where are we going then? Okay, quite a bit buttons change color. Hey, it's laboratory special security, aka it's Men in Black that we saw before, but sure.
I don't recall being informed of any visitors.
Who continues to speak with very robotic voice. I wonder why.
Activities here have been noted.
Still, I guess that's just supposed to be explained away by the,
We will have many questions to ask your department head.
the old, I guess they're old. That's supposed to be an eye, not I guess symbol with a little dot in the middle.
The directive provided very specific instructions for you to follow.
So I don't know if we're supposed to assume that these guys are, like, augmented humans, or if they're just robots.
Your purpose for being here remains unclear.
But maybe at some point they'll tell us, I guess we'll see.
I will be consulting your file.
It does seem like he has a lot of responses anyway.
Your purpose for being here remains unclear.
Even if he's obviously speaking very robotically. In more ways than one. Okay, so what is up here though? As per our discussion, I would retain root access regarding the other key members of the weapons research team. M. Chow should be given full access, while the others will be granted only user access until further notice. Okay. And we got level 4. Magnetic augmentation chamber key. So M. Chow, I think I remember seeing some better details, but I didn't write them down. Like that thing. Why don't I just hack into this thing? Like, I guess this guy's gonna actually pace around here. I don't think anyone actually cares if I hack into the security systems. I think the only time someone did care about that was in like Chow's place, and I don't think it was specifically because I did that, but yeah. I did already do this anyway, so I suppose it's not terribly important. Can I, or could I, take out this guy? So, well, not immediately. I guess we'll let him continue to pace about. I guess our next order of business is going to be to get down to the library. I guess we don't care that the door is going to be half shut. Just gonna leave it like that. I just gotta, guess it's just gonna stay like that. We just barely have enough space to get through. I hope that doesn't become a problem. That would be terrible. It does look like there's some interesting stuff going on down there. I don't know that I see any way to get down there beyond just using a multi-tool here. I don't think I saw any other elevators, so I guess I will have to do that.
You shouldn't be back here.
I'm sure we got a code from the data cube here, but it wasn't the same code that I guess have to use for the keypad that's at the base of the statue. Which I guess we will have to do this quickly, because these guys get angry when they see me doing that. Yeah, but check my notes. Harrison, blah blah blah. Dr. Harrison, blah blah blah. 525 to show that you've seen the process. 6512, there's a life elevator code, which I already wrote down. I'm doing the hack, and everything else from that is earlier, so. I guess we just have to wait for these guys to be gone again so we can get down there without getting business. Actually, wait a moment, I just now realized the screen's just open. Isn't it? I don't think I ever messed with that, did I? Oh, so no, never mind, I guess I just had to do that with the security controls instead. So the keypad was just a suggestion, basically.
The ROM encoding should be in this wing of the laboratory.
Okay. Guess I'll start looking around. We could go there. What happens if I go down here immediately? What is down here? We have that Spider-Man movie game on the PS2/GameCube/ probably Xbox. A little bit the Oscorp levels, but the special security apparently also has a cool sword. She will not talk to me. So what's in here anyway? Oh, okay. Do we care about this? I guess not. Can we find anything of consequence here? Ambrosia. I don't know exactly what the thing that I should be looking for right now is gonna end up looking like, but I guess we'll just deal with each of these places as we go. What happens if I hack in here? Upload nanotech blade ROM. I guess that is what we are looking for. But first, let's read we got emails for M. Lundquist, M. Chow, A. Donovan, and N. Bates. I'm sure he does, but so wonder if maybe we can find a login for this so we can go over those emails without having to refresh that constantly pretty much.
If you don't know where you're going, you shouldn't be down here.
Well, why should me talking to you mean that I don't know where I'm going? Being awful judgy.
Labs are down the hall.
Exactly where I'm going, and I'm just being very proactive in my job, which is to keep an eye on all of you, literally. Oh, that's locked.
I think you're lost.
Well, you don't think a whole lot, clearly, really. Say something like that. So what's in here? Just a gun. And some disgusting stuff, and well, let's see what some of these have in them. I'm guessing, yeah. You're gonna get mad at me if they see me doing that. Okay, that has money. And a lockpick and a multi-tool. So that seems worthwhile. Alright, what if I try to be a little discreet here, like this guy? Oh shit. Yeah, I know the labs are down. Maybe I'm not here for the labs. Here, think about that. I mean, how about now? Will these guys care if I do this, even though they literally can't see me? I guess they will, even though they literally can't see me. We'll figure. Alright, any of them gonna go race the alarm? Oh jeez. Yeah, I'm guessing there's gonna be quite a few people here. See, if you had just been like this guy and manage your own business after I gave him that little notch, then you'd be dead. Let's just see what's in the rest of these. Pepper gun. Which we already have, but look, we're really getting a lot of use out of that. Oh jeez. 15 credits as well here. Oh, we can get a total of 100 credits if we pick all these locks in. Oh shit, okay. Shit, fucking... one of those exploding human copies like in Marathon, I see. Or maybe she is a robot, but she also exploded into like bloody chips, so maybe she was an augmented human, I don't know. Not sure what to make of that. Got the animation Marathon were really stupid. That game turned out to be a lot more disappointing than I thought it would be, but... I don't know, I guess there's people out there who rate more fondly, but... I think the fact that a game like this exists, it's not like very far off in terms of era. Should be proving out itself that there's just so many better things that you could be looking at in that same kind of scope. Anyway. This does look like it's almost like a copy of the helicopter base. Did we go up here? No, we did not, but there's nothing here, okay. So we can get a total of 50 credits and like a refill on one of the lockpicks that you use if you pick up all those things. Let's not do that then.
The labs are down the hall.
Just move on. Yeah, there's also this security console. Is this going to be any different from the ones that we've already hacked on? Or no? Is it gonna have any new content, I wonder? Nope. It's the same stuff that we already looked at from upstairs. Amsterdam Hall, the other lockers. I don't think we found everything in these lockers, did we? This one's unlocked. I think one of them is locked. Yeah, I wonder if the other one said anything, but we know that these guys are like able to intuit whenever someone is lockpicking in the general vicinity of them. So let's see if I can actually get away with doing that or what. There is a pistol in here, that's everything, yeah. That's totally worthwhile. You're not showing sufficient concern, sir, by seeing that. Okay. Suppose your bravery does you credit, you get to live right now. I guess we're still not technically at the labs. We have to go downstairs to get to the labs. I'm going to assume that every security terminal that I see, if we just keep seeing more of them, it's going to have the same stuff in them. That old person, dead body. Oh, no, I guess I'm just... Are you okay, dude?
I don't recall being informed of any visitors.
No, I guess he doesn't want to hear it. Maybe he's a homunculus like in Neo, where you find out at the end that that one guy is actually just a copy, which actually lines up with that guy otherwise being kind of conflicting with the timeline of his real world development.
Secure. Self-replication is handled downstairs in a separate facility. You must be with Simon's office. Be sure that he understands we're doing the best we can.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Yeah, I'm totally with Simons. You can tell because we are exactly the same.
They've already had some success with the new version in biotech.
Oh, Jesus.
Trying out new coat proteins that resemble common phospholipids.
Those proteins for the coat, such as I'm wearing. Apparently you never take off that coat, you know. Alright, let's see.
That apparatus in the center is for magnetic containment, kind of like a tokamak.
Tokamak. Oh yeah, we did find out about the code for... I just noticed that there's like 4 of these things here. I did find out about the code for this thing, but I didn't remember to write it down. Oops. Maybe we can find it again.
You must be with Simon's office.
Somewhere down
sure
here.
He understands. We're doing the best we can.
What's this?
Activities here have been noted.
Okay, it's just another one of those LIB guys, but
We have many questions to ask your department head.
this one guy has a plasma gun, I think is what that is.
The directive provided very specific instructions for you to follow.
Yeah, he sure did. I'm glad that you understand. So what you've been leveling up, I haven't been leveling up much more than what that's right. Just being completely stubborn about that. But I feel like it's kind of interesting because I feel like I wanted to probably put more into combat because I suspected that there might come a point where the combat might actually be more of a necessity, but I've just kind of been managing nonetheless. I'm just stubbornly holding on to see if there's like anything that's... Oh goodness. Any emails? There are emails, yes, but we're not gonna worry about that. Well, that does come in handy for... Well, here we are. But we don't have enough room to pick up any of these. Oh goodness. That's come in handy for when, for example, I want to read a lot of emails.
I don't want to be disturbed.
Since in one of those computers and... Wait, what? What's that for me?
Your purpose for being here remains unclear.
I don't know, he's just mumbling to himself. Like, if I want to read a lot of emails, I want to increase the time limit, I can just save and then raise my computer skill to maximum and then read those emails and then reload. But I guess it works. What's that? Because we don't know. Surely that's not Maggie Chow. I mean, I guess we never found the body, so we assume she just got out. Jeez, I guess I might get rid of some of this stealth rebreather. This... We only need 3. Maybe we don't need all of these, actually, let me see. So this one is what? Spy drone, aggressive defense system. Yeah, we already have that one. So I don't think we can install it again. I think we've already run into this where if we pick up a copy of the same augmentation that we already got, it doesn't really do anything. Radio transparency and cloak, we don't have that one. The one that Dragon Ambition has one, we also don't have that one, so we definitely want that. I wonder if we can like take a break and like get out of here and go to Treasure Dome space so we can install these and free up more space in our inventory. So I think if we'll go to our augmentations, we only have 1 more left to unlock after that, and that would be... I'm not sure actually, but would be one of those. Evidently.
I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface.
Actually, I just realized that there's literally a fucking medbot right here. Don't even need to leave.
I am not allowed to speak to visitors.
I have to concentrate. Somebody's going to have to totally gut this thing and start over.
I understand that's a common complaint in systems development.
How do they expect to express a high-level feature in a genome if they can't even come up with a topologically sound representation?
Well, I don't know. Try harder, I guess.
That's enough. I really must work. That's enough.
Do not interfere with the experiment.
Yeah, okay, watch, but look at these upgrades. We can potentially get rid of transparency on... not on anything. Or cloak. Not and or, just or. Rid of transparency, rid of sorbent resin, augments epithelial proteins, microprojection units, distort agents, visual signature, provides highly effective concealment from automated detection system, bots, cameras, turrets, so that could be useful. The other one though is cloak, which I guess prevents detection by humans. Organic hostiles, yeah. I don't really know which of these would be more useful. 300 units per minute though. Okay, they both cost the same though. What about the other one? Targeting and vision, or vision enhancement. I guess our vision is not sufficiently augmented to be enhanced. Targeting but scaling and recognition provided by multiplexing the optic nerve with doped. Only acetylene quantum wires not only increases accuracy but also delivers limited situational info about the target. General target information. I'm gonna try that out, like, temporarily to see what it does, actually, but it feels like it could be easily the more useless of the two. Bleaching selected rod photoreceptors and saturating them with metarhodopsin 12, I guess. The night vision present in most nocturnal animals can be duplicated, subsequent upgrades, and modifications add infravision and sonar resonance imaging that effectively allows you to see through walls. Oh, goodness me. Infravision. Try to understand what infravision is if it's not the one that lets you see through walls, so, but both 40 units per minute as well. This one does seem like it's gonna be more useful. Curious enough to see like what this one even does. General target information, more target information, specific target information. Let me see. Yeah, we'll decide on the other one in a moment, but
really must work.
let's see what happens if I install this augmentation tracking. Just turn it on to see what it does. Image not available, high health.
I cannot answer any of your questions.
Range 4 feet. Ultraviolet, high health, image not available.
That's enough. I really must work.
What about that guy? Laboratory special security, high health, I guess just shows distance and how much health. Relatively, how much health. What I think we're gonna
want to be disturbed.
end up sticking with the other one after all. So we'll install vision enhancement, and as for these two, I don't know, I feel like it's probably gonna be more fun to install the first one because, I mean, cameras and the other things are usually fixed. And they can usually deal more damage, whereas people usually walk around, so you can just wait for them to be going. So that could be more useful, I feel. But it's also, you know, making assumptions about situations which may or may not apply depending on how they actually show up in the future. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we can manage without either of them, so I'll just go without. Go with the guts. And stick with that.
2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package. User interface.
But I guess we can also pick up one of these things if I want. But Scarlet or rereader. Nobody have rereaders, but we all. Now we don't have really Scarlet. I guess the rereader might be more useful just because I'm pretty sure that the ballistic armor would have the same effect as one of the other augmentations that we already have. Whereas I think the rebreather is better than the fucking Athlon thing. I don't remember if I already came through here. I think I did. I went through some tunnel anyway. Led me to... Oh yeah, there. Literally just went in the circle just then. I'm going to come out here.
Already had some success with the new version in biotech.
I guess this is for if you are already in combat and you don't want to draw attention to yourself or something. Or for some reason you can't use the... any other way to get around. Just the normal corridors. Where else does this go? I mean, maybe this is just like another alternative exit to this whole place. So what happens if I keep going this way? No, we can just go back down from there. What about here? Just open up. And if we crawl through these vents... Oh shit, my bad. Oh, that's rude. I can no longer see my own hand that has a weapon in it. Beast. But I assume that possibly some of the people who are down there are aware that these things are in here. Ventilation ducts. Oh, actually we are above the lobby right now. Oh, we can actually get skill points for coming here. I didn't know, but I'll keep that in mind. But I don't want to stay in this time.
I don't want to be disturbed.
At least about the grease line, I think, just before I pick these things. So just as long as I'm here, I might as well take the opportunity to do an extra save. So if I come back here for some reason, but don't install that and don't install that.
I have 2 words for whomever wrote this biometrics package.
And pretty much commit.
Interface.
And this time we won't go up in the vents again, but I think we will.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now.
We'll take another look around. Oh, hey, it's...
Watch the way they move.
Some of these people are androids. Okay, maybe that kind of confirms how the suspicions there.
Please, you'll upset the subject.
What subject? This guy? I think he's already kind of upset if he's an animal carcass, apparently. Oh, okay. Well, they just have a grey carcass here and
This felt it better than most. He is very excitable.
Or experimental subway cells. Oh, and they just have a random bomb here. I was wondering what was up with that. I guess we can let him go if we open that up with the key that we just got. Radioactive. Oh boy, that's unlocked. But let's go there if it's radioactive.
The neural tissue in particular failed to express certain proteins.
Dr. Cole.
Really, you should go.
But you already told me so many things. Sold.
Irregular nitrogen expression, you understand?
Oh yes, I am complete understand.
No immune response, however. That should get us another big check from Walter Simons, don't you think?
Yeah.
I've told them
No doubt.
before. New neurons aren't the answer. We need to reconfigure what is already there. Please, you'll upset the subject.
It's probably what? Oh, okay, no, that's just from... I'm pretty sure that's just from these things that are in here. Just see me and decided that they want me dead, but... I'm tempted to... see what... Oh dear. Okay, so we definitely have some radiation in here. Is there anything relevant? Oh dear. There's some grays. Or apparently that's my enemies, yeah. I guess they're not... they weren't very thrilled to see what they did to their friend out there, so that was why let's let some of these other things go though. Like, I guess I'll just wait here. Okay, there he goes. They did give him some soda and soul food at least, so they're not...
Get back in your cage!
They're not complete monsters, you see, so, I mean, where's he gonna go though? Oh shit, okay. He's just gonna up here, up in the corner, and he's gonna get shot to death by that actual plasma gun, yeah. And that's also gonna cause some, oh god, some damage to the lab assistant as well. Well, that might not be completely hopeless. What if we...
Subject on the floor!
What if I let the results go as well? That can only end well. Did only one of them get out of the cage? Okay, that seems like a missed opportunity. He already gets shot to death by this guy. Actually, how do you get out here? Oh, I guess there's a passageway over here. And yeah, never mind. This grease was already shot to death, but he did manage to knock out Dr. Cole. Okay, so it didn't even kill him. Oh, it's the other one. Presumably, I heard noises of confrontation over here, but I don't know if the other greasel in the cage ended up here. If it is, I can't see the carcass. Did he escape by going in the vents? I don't know. You know, just a little hiccup.
The process is going smoothly then?
Better than we expected. The array of reaction modules has allowed the UC to perform multiple constructions in parallel.
Wonderful. We'll have to try that trick at Area 51.
The problem, you understand, is primarily a security concern.
Never mind that punk from UNATCO. The security here is adequate and we have a long-term program guaranteed to make him irrelevant. We call it Icarus.
Icarus?
A sweet bit of engineering. You'll like it, but we can't talk here. Your office?
No time. Tell me on the way.
Oh, I see that he's not actually doing that, though. I guess we can witness that. I guess Maggie Chow did indeed get out of there. But you're not Punk, but even though it could have clearly seen me from there.
The luminous path are easy
Oh.
prey. All Majestic 12 must do is wave some money under their noses.
Wait, did she say that because she thought I was nearby and she was trying to say that to me? I feel like something like that might have just happened there. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things you can say if you just keep talking to her. Anyway, I don't want to let out the resources that are in here, at least not yet.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now.
I want to finish checking out what else is here, though. I see that there's also a baby Carcian carcass. Carcassian. For updates, I've just finished supervising the refit of the super freighter fuel tanks for you to transport the virus. This stuff should really be shipped in suspension crates, but I know you floated once it reaches New York. Biocontamination seals will not last past 36 hours, however, and a complete level 4 sterilization of the tanks will need to occur once the virus is uploaded to ensure, once again with an eye, that there's no incidental release. And integrated some sealed pumping units into the tanks, so we should be able to just use standard YHU-55 couplers and A0 micron hoses for the transfer to the helicopters, but tell Simons I'd still have everyone in hazmat suits the whole time. That's a long list, alright. There's definitely some shenanigans going on there. Is it about the virus? What about you, Dr. Caswell? And lab assistant. They will not talk to me, I guess. They're too busy contemplating Yorick. Well, speaking of hazmat suits, there's another one. I guess if we want to really go in the radiation area with the Greys. But it seems like there's not much of a point to go in there. They'll all just attack me, that's all. That will result from me going in there, so I guess we can try this conversation, but then back off and assume that the conversation continues. If I stay out here for a little while, I just move on, or maybe they won't. Maybe it's my best interest to stay in a timeline where they actually do at least get a move on. Conversation does occur. Guess there's not much more for me to find here, though. They don't seem to be moving right now. I guess I'll leave I stick around here the entirety of their little exchange. I don't remember if I saw the like spooky lady android Men in Black equivalent before, but I feel like I might have. That seems oddly familiar, maybe in a different MJ12 adjacent place. No, I think, just to be safe, I don't think I grabbed anything else from here in the meantime, but I'll just pop this data back, and just to be safe, I guess I'll just listen to this conversation one more time and watch them leave.
The process is going smoothly then?
Better than we expected. The array of reaction modules has allowed the UC to perform multiple constructions in parallel.
Wonderful. We'll have to try that trick at Area 51.
The program, you understand, is primarily a security concern.
Never mind that punk from UNATCO. The security here is adequate, and we have a long-term program guaranteed to make him irrelevant. We call it Icarus.
Icarus?
A sweet bit of engineering. You'll like it, but we can't talk here. Your office?
No time. Tell me on the way.
Alright. Okay. But if I stick with like close by, at least Maggie's gonna eventually see one of the things that she can just randomly say when she's just sitting at her apartment and try to talk to her. as she did before. Just following along. No, she did it last time anyway. Oh. Oh, hello. Realized you were right there. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm getting in the way. Right. Can we do these? Like security ladies, how about this? Okay, they're not very perceptive anyway. Do you care if I put out my... Okay, yes. Yes, I do. I was wondering about that. They don't speak if you try to talk to them, but they do notice.
I'm watching you.
Notice, and they do have a bit of a sassy tone to them too. You just pull out your sword in front of them.
This minute.
You know, that does tend to make the ladies somewhat receptive. Because nobody cares that this guy's just passed out here, apparently. Maybe that will not stay that way forever though, so I'm just gonna go back again. Alright now. I guess I could release the prisoners that are in this area for, you know, for fun. But I get a feeling that even if I do, like, bomb that's in that cage, I wouldn't be able to, like, get out of here. Even if I try to help him, like I did with Miguel. I get a feeling that's not really forthcoming, so...
If you don't know where you're going, you shouldn't be...
Let's check out what's over here instead, maybe? Oh, there's an infinite strength keypad, so I guess we're not gonna... Is it 5? Yeah, that's 5 digits, so I don't really know what would be the key here, if we even have that. 2 axes. Didn't grab anything like that from any of the data cubes I've found yet. There's 525, you see. I don't know, we might have to backtrack and actually catch those data cubes, just so we can make a note of them, so that we can actually, you know, tell if there's anything more that we can grab from here, because it seems like there's some other stuff in here that's pretty important. But what would happen if I were to just go for this thing? Like, not even try to read the emails, because I'm pretty sure you can read all the emails that are around here. Maybe the emails have the information that I need for that, but... Let's say that I don't consider that possibility and instead just want to rush and get the special option. Upload nanotech blade ROMs, or ROM uploaded. Primary goal complete, right? Yeah. I guess we can just leave now. Mission complete, but... Yeah, maybe I don't want to leave yet, though. Maybe there's more stuff I want to do here. I don't know if that's... Well, let me try something, though. What happens if I try to leave now? If I do try to do that, oh shit.
Give yourself up.
Okay, unfortunately that does activate the alarm, I guess. Let's try to do that. So instead of doing that, I guess it would be within my best interest to, like, deal with the fucking guards in the, in this area before I do that, then. Right, next question. Is that gonna happen even if I don't download the ROM? Like, if I just come up here and go back. Drop around for a little bit. Does that activate the alarm? Or is the alarm only tripped when I download it? I think it's, yeah. It won't be using those goddarn emulators, so get angry at me, but if I don't do that, then everything's fine. So I think what I'll do, I do want to read those emails, see what they tell me. I will temporarily dump all of these points into computers so I can get master skill and get as much time as possible to read these. And we'll see what they say. Our shipment... Initial our shipment has been loaded about this super freighter and is currently in transit preliminary data from its airborne dissemination over New York. We're going to see another target roll forward to you within 48 hours. We would like to see at least 92% effectiveness of the weaponized particles in all future shipments at a target of 95% effectiveness within 8 weeks. We will also need to ensure that sufficient reserves of Ambrosia are on hand to meet projected requirements. Verify that the current calculations remain accurate and reflect the most recent casualty infection estimates. This is for Landquist, I guess, from Simon from A. Donovan says, CRSP agents. CRSP trials have so far produced excellent results, and I continue to believe that our physio-pharmaceutical approach to agent augmentation will be superior to mechanical augmentation and possibly equivalent to nanotech augmentation at a fraction of the cost and effort. CRSP agents show a marked lack of pain response with a corresponding increase in endurance and strength, while physiological conditioning has resulted in a loyalty estimate of 9.66 on the Yitzhak scale, or that is, the modified explosive self-elimination switch headed in Series N has also proven highly effective in limiting our traits as well as Series P. Well, that happened, but we didn't even lose all the bioenergy we have when we do that with the upgraded thing, but I mean, ideally you shouldn't allow that to happen anyway. It'll be faster PS reload at this point. And less noisy. So once again I'll do this. See, I like having this option to just fuck around and situationally upgrade my stuff. So I guess these guys are in fact augmented. They're not like outright robots, but they can still blow themselves up. Continuing in our attempts to isolate the source of the albino traits, but so far the simple addition of sunglasses and dark clothing. I think we read this before actually, I just forgot about it. Yeah, albino traits. Like in Hitman, or at least future Hitman. Embeds, Reneb trials, Lundquist wrote Simon has visited that we equipped some of the CRSP agents with prototype non-new tactical blades prior to their mass production. But additional or additonal functional data, yeah, that's an interesting way for to pronounce that, can be generated. Have also been, I've distributed several to the CRSP. We've already got in the building. I know that project we started as baby with those suits and sunglasses, give me the creeps. Our second project, prototype of NEBs was shipped to Simons for distribution this morning, so I guess we're going to see more enemies with cool swords. Still can't believe those gangsters managed to intercept the original one office had the papers that they're going to use to resolve some kind of gang work they've taken to call it the Dragon's Tooth. Can't wait to rotate out of this place and see you back to the States. So yeah, these guys made that thing. I suppose we just conclude. It's not like the Triads made it. By doing like they claimed. But that's, like I said, only one of the friggin' email accounts that are here. So we got no trials. That's from Lundquist. Chow reports from Max Chan. We have a surface activity near the Luminous Path compound. A black helicopter and foreigner asking a number of questions about the path and their leaders. Yes, caution to the ascertain his motives. What will I be regard? Operations General says alert full operatives clearance Arcanical and above. Yada yada. JC Denton reporting on Herman. We might have read this already. I don't know. In Chow's place, reviewed your latest reports from Molten Simons. Returning the theft of the prototype sword and subsequent recovery efforts are to be commended for your swift response and exploitation of the theft to escalate tensions between the major triads. Resulting struggle, blah 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 blah. Agent Anton Giovanni, yeah, we read this in Chow's place, Mercer. What about A. Donovan? Lundquist attached a preliminary schedule for a great project and want to get your input before we meet next week. Couple of issues on the whiteboard. Are their ability to spontaneously generate radiation as a form of attack and their apparent resistance to a number of environmental conditions resulting in restorational information from the old Dreamland data wells. Genetic sequence, old bovine experiments, so I guess they're talking about the actual aliens that they got in captivity here, and possibly somewhere else as well. Let's see once again who was talking about that. It's A. Donovan. See that message from M. Lundquist. Complete genetic sequence from the old bovine experiments that have given us 2 viable test subjects. They've been isolated in a radioactive field downstairs for observation. If you want to work up your informal impressions prior to the meeting. Still haven't heard from Fung about the Karkin eggs. We've got the Hong Kong police out looking for him now, but we'll need to push back our planned infant Karkin development studies over here. Something. I guess Fung was the guy that we found dead in that flooded tunnel that we found the fucking upgrade canister in. We're asking for the specs of our new commander units this morning, so I've attached the relevant files. Celebrations of most of the improvement in combat effectiveness comes from enhancement to the power armor developed here in our labs in Zurich. The armor, we've named it Obsidian, has greatly expanded possibilities as a light weapons platform, while a layer of micropore foam insulation disperses heat from Flame and plasma attacks. It's obviously invulnerable to any kind of gas or toxicological attack as well. Makes it perfect for riot control and NPC battlefield. Speed is the whole thing inspired by standard bioelectric cells. You can just pull this stuff off the shelf. Okay. So now you're just talking about like it's the dudes with the kind of weird frog suit, Metal Gear looking armor. I actually have certain immunities, which is good to know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to retain that information all that greatly, but let's see. The very bottom of this is, let me know if your information's marked, stuff on the shelves, and for M-baits, NEB trials. Every type known tactic blades prior to the mass production. More information, yada yada yada. Shop and bricks tomorrow night. I'm seeing bugging me to get out with the queue out of the way. Might ask take advantage of it before I'm up all night with a new run. Great project schedule. Preliminary schedule, Kraken studies, yada yada. Okay. We've got that information pretty much as well, so. Well, now that we know, I guess that there's gonna be an alarm as soon as we do this. We take the thing that we're supposed to take from here. I definitely would want to see if I can get into that level 2 door somehow before I go for that. Just pop out of here real quick. Anyone noticing that I may or may not be supposed to be here and check out some of the, I think, over here. Yeah. Well, they possibly, oh shit. Okay, there's one more guy over in this direction apparently. Notice that. I'm just trying to see if I can get this guy out of the way so I can, you know, pick the cabinets and read the data stuffs in peace. So otherwise, you know how uppity these guys can get. There's 2 picks as well. Here it is. Oh, it doesn't matter. So this SMG12 security, that's just the login for the security console, which you don't need. What's over here, though? Yeah, refreshing what that was. Augmentation canister, the magnetic testing chamber code 5878, but there's like a whole thing that we can just hack to access downstairs, so we'll get that. Master password for this mode is Damocles. Weapons research team, user permissions. Master password is Damocles. So I don't know if that's really gonna. Help us? Hold on. Let me try something, I guess. I'm gonna stay in this timeline for just a little bit longer. Here's why I just killed all these dudes. See, with this knowledge in hand, what if I go back downstairs? I come here. I go all the way around here, you know, just to find out. Will anyone care? And more to the point, I was going to say, will I find anything? But no. So now I will just go back downstairs. So we know that the master password is Damocles. Does that mean that we could just, I don't know, come up here and... I don't know, do like M-Chow, for example, and... Oops, I misspelled that time. Damocles? Yeah, okay, apparently that works, so figure that out. Try to keep that in mind. Or to alert, triad control, we probably don't even have stuff in our data vault, I'll probably just add it. I don't think there was any more relevant information anyway. So I could access that there. Okay, so yeah, we'll go back, we'll at least write that down. And yeah, I'm still pretty bummed out though that apparently we didn't find any code for the door that's over here, which seems like, yeah, it's gonna be impossible to access that without a code. So I have to wonder whether there's, well, there's a whole vents area which I kind of forgot about for a bit. This has infinite bypass strength, so we can't just mold through our way past it. I guess it might be a good idea to head back into the vent area and see if there's like anything there that might eventually lead us to figure out what the code is. I'm gonna go in one final west to see if I can grab that before I leave this place, I suppose. Can we access that from here? I don't think so. I don't think we found anything around here that might be like
Labs are down the hall.
any way related to getting the code either. I guess there's a vent here that we can just look at the system room, or at least if we could jump a little higher, that might be the case. Not right now. I shall just pop right back down here. And go in here as we did before. Yeah, time to explore this system a little more thoroughly, I think. What happens if we turn off the, or turn on, I guess, the station that we got? Light up active, but we can't see through walls yet, so can't use the wall hacks quite yet. Oh, what? Okay, there's something here. Oh, that's the same, something broke over here. But that just leads back out to the hole that just we're at. There's nothing out here either. Might be something like right across from here. I was curious about that because I did see, oh shit, I did see that the first time we were climbing up here, like quite a few timelines ago, but where could this lead? Is this safe? It looks a little ominous with all the red. It looks like the kind of colors you would see in Descent, especially with these basic polygon graphics. Okay, that just leads back out to here to the place, and I'm guessing that we drop down here, it's just gonna be a drop in. I'm gonna take damage, yeah. Or not. I'm not gonna take damage, but it's simply gonna be a drop. Like a one-way thing. How do we get down from here though? Does this lead anywhere? I guess, yeah, that's the only slide that I have in that little reception area. This isn't just gonna be, what, like, the same place, the same long vent that we just traversed, right? No, that's a different long vent. Where does this one go? Oh, it actually splits off. Goodness me. But I might be getting a second thoughts a little bit. Or should I go down to that or something like that? Terminal that you can access to download the blade romp stuff, I guess. Which is what we're supposed to do, but I continue to put off because I just want to see what's in this place as well. Like in every part of this place that I can access, which hopefully is all of them. Did I say this definitely is? Oh, okay. Just out of the same elevation. Okay, that was not very worthwhile, but at least now we know that that's where that leads to. Well, I gotta say that it's more or less the same feeling that I did get with the classic Thief games, at least, where I do feel compelled to explore every corner of the level that I can. That's because it feels like a thing that's worth your while to do. It is quite well thought out level design. And given my pretty high opinion of at least the classic Thief games, I would say that that's a good sign. Yeah. I mean, we did come up here before we found a greaser tunnel setup here. I guess we can really find that guy again. What happens if we go down here? We found it. We can find if we... Actually, wait, that's gonna be the same office, right? That the the first security console that we found was in, or at least one of them, yeah. So we've already been here as well. So let's not drop down there. Let's just keep going on. Okay, so that reason is moving around, or at least that one. It's just gonna be in set locations. They kind of have a patrol route. I'm guessing that thing will eventually just pop over here, right? Just leave it here. What if I hit it with a, just for comedy effect? What if I hit it with a stick instead of my sword? Okay, that's what. Oh man, look at the freaking ice of those things. I think I got a close look at them before when I found them in the MJ12 facility that's under Unatco. Just above that big hand room. Oh yeah, we were supposed to come back here at some point anyway because we got the exploration bonus. What I really want to know though, of course, is if any part of this is going to let me get into the level 2 labs, because I don't really see how else I can get there. Because, I mean, you clearly need a code to get out there from the outside, but I have no idea where you would find that code based on what I've seen so far. Where does this go? Oh, to the bathroom? Okay, so probably already been here as well. Yeah, just went in a big circle. Well, that's unfortunate. You know what, it might be... Might be that I need to look somewhere else. Let's see. I need to just do the thing that I'm supposed to do, and then maybe the way will be open to me in a way that I... Wait, where's this go again? Alrighty. I see you're writing out the elevator because, yeah. Where does the elevator go again? I do not remember. No, actually, this doesn't even go down there, does it? No, it goes up to the office with the security thing. Yeah, good. Yeah, this place is definitely one of the most, one of the more kind of dense and labyrinthine maps, but, you know, in a good way. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll at least maybe clear up the area around him first. If this guy doesn't need to be conscious, this guy has a get gun and a combat knife. I do feel might be tempted to, you know, replay this whole game at some point and try to make it make my build in such a way that it just turns into like a straight FPS kind of experience that time, just very unsubtle. Just shoot the fuck out of everyone. I'm sure that's a viable playstyle with some of the builds you can make. Wasn't there also one of those sword-wielding wenches around here though? Assault shotgun, we'll just leave this guy in the corner here. See if we can at least, you know, clear out this place of guards and stuff. Maybe we should do that and then... Oh, there's the sword lady, she's just heading that way. I guess we can also potentially... Wait, we didn't find anything, so we can't steal, I guess, the dragon tooth or whatever. Yeah, that's what it's called. The dragon tooth sword that we got before is the only dragon tooth sword that we can get in the game. Potentially, we can't get them off of the other enemies that have them. That would be tragic if you, for some reason, didn't. Well, I think it's possible for you to not get the first one, because you need to do that for story purposes. But...
The labs are down the hall.
Yeah, they sure are. Not your point. Please face in that direction so I can do this. See, the guys downstairs don't even care if I do this. They don't care if I... I'm trying to pick up the body here. They only care if I start to pick a lock in a place where they can't even see or hear. Oh shit, fuck. Yeah, but one of these guys hadn't been so social and tried to talk to me. That could have been solved so simply. But yeah, right now I guess I'm finally succumbing to the need to... Let's not talk about labs. Let's, let me just, you know, take the initiative here.
The labs are down the hall.
Yeah, tell me about that so I can then turn away from me very promptly. And get the business there. There you go. And those guys, you know, they're watching each other's backs in a way, so they get to live. You, on the other hand, you're wandering off on your own. That's not very typically sound. Same goes for you, miss. Better vantage point. Oh shit, that guy might have seen what I just did. Probably can get right. It might be a little bit difficult dealing with the with those guys, the men in black. I guess they don't care if they don't actually see you doing this thing, so let's see if we can do it a little bit discreetly. Small rifle combat knife, I'm gonna see if I can move this man out of the way so I can then... These guys don't care. Get a better position from which to deal with this miss. Which no one saw me do, or no one should have seen me do. Those guys did, apparently. Are they going to alert anyone, though? Okay. But not this guy. I mean, this guy, I guess, would be my baseline for whether anyone is actually going to attack me that can attack me. And apparently the answer is no, I cannot, so... Here we got this guy, we got that guy. And I guess that's about it, really. So if we can take care of them, we can just clear a path to the exit if we... Oh wait, there's this guy as well. If we release the bomb, for example, see which way he ends up going. Wait, what? Okay, that's not what I do. That showed up apparently.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah, it could. I don't know where he actually went though. But I think we're in view of that guy, so let's not do it right now. Still in view of that guy? Yeah, I think. Fortunately, I think those dudes do have quite good.
He's gone.
Vision. Yeah, he's gone. What a tragedy, am I right? Too bad. We'll never catch him now. Of course, now this guy's watching, so just wait till we're out here on the hallway, and then have a little privacy and effectiveness. Was he carrying anything? No, just the pistol. Okay, time to figure this out. How are we gonna? I mean, can we even take these guys out with a single hit off the?
Damage. Please advise.
No, fixing. Single hit of the thing. Well, I guess it would probably help if you were, actually hitting them in the back, which might be a little bit difficult considering that they are. Oh, okay. Never mind, this guy's. Plasma rifle. Clips acquired. So if we pop these guys a couple times, we can take care of that though. Damn it. I was kind of wondering actually, we can just... Oh shit. I forgot to do that. I'll just try that again. So just smack him one time and then... Oh, what? Okay, they're right about smacking him one time is not enough to get him this time. Perhaps if we... Okay, even if we back off really quickly after doing that, though, the problem is they blow up really quickly as well. But that would make the guy that's over here hostile towards me as well. He has no idea what just happened. Has to be a better way. What if we, how do I do this? Would this work on these guys?
Stop that.
Really? No, it does work. Oh, fuck. Oh, it works, but it doesn't work as well as it should. Damn it. Alright. That is unfortunate. What if we, I don't know.
I recall being informed of any visitors. Dropping back.
Damn it. So maybe I can get lucky and like... I don't know. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Get lucky and smack this guy once with the sword and then smack him with my stick, which pretty much is what just happened, but I did take damage while doing that. How much damage though? Let's do a little, assessment here. I guess we could just recover all the damage that we take while fighting these guys thanks to these security or heal bots, which are just here. That would be good, I guess. That might just be the ticket here. We just, all these guys are gonna fucking... got a fucking flamethrower though. It could be, complicate matters a little bit. See if we can take it out without being taken out ourselves. Or that, no. Right. What if we smack him with the sword? Then hit him with the stick. As I said before. Oh, it still takes too long to go down with damage. What if we smack him with the sword twice? And we had the same problem as before, and it fucking blows everything up and creates fucking toxic clouds everywhere. But, you know what? Oh shit, yeah, those toxic clouds are a little more, oh shit. Yeah, a little more all-consuming than I thought they might be, so... I don't know. Maybe now is the time to actually commit to a more significant skill upgrade with low tech. We're trained, we could become advanced. What happens if we become advanced in low tech and then just hit him with a stick? Will we be able to outdamage his bolts? No, apparently not. Damn, alright. Of course I don't want to blow him up with the lamp because that would also just blow up the barrel. Maybe I can remove the barrel from this vicinity. Let's see, F6, that's the one. Just push it over here, don't throw it, just leave it. There you go. And now, back in a couple times. Oh, and still not having died, what the fuck? Okay, that time he survived 2 fucking smacks with the sword. That's pretty unprecedented. That is a little bit inconsistent, I dare say. Well, that time he died just 2 as he usually does. Alright, there we go. Of course, I don't even know if I needed to kill him for my purposes. Just to let the bomb go. But that doesn't really matter now, does it? Yep. Well, so just out of curiosity though, I don't think this will make a difference. What happens if I do grab this augmentation canister? I don't know. Let's make room by dropping a fucking thermoptic camo, which is a lot more valuable. And okay, we literally can't do anything. We also can't use it to upgrade our shit, right? So we can't like use it as though it were an upgrade augmentation thing. It's just kind of worthless, so we just have to leave it. Alright, well we've cleared the way, kind of. There's still people walking around up there, but it's just the unarmed civilian variety of these guys. So surely now, if we were to let the bomb... Oh shit. Oh, okay. For some reason I failed to account for the fact that those guys might not like me now if I showed my face. You know what? They're clearly not fans of me either, so... I mean, I would have killed that one dude, so... Guess they might have been clued into my true nature by this fucking coward scientist that came up this way, so I've got a knife. Deus Ex ammo, I will not say none of that, you know. Well, at least some of these guys got to live, because they were not quite so aggressive as their friends. We do have to get patched up again, though, by Medbot. Let's see. Supposed to be another one here, and so this. Right, what happens if I just let this guy go now? We should have the key. I don't think we'll let the greaseless go, though. Go, be free. He indeed. So now what? I guess he just gets to hang out here. He doesn't actually make any effort to leave this place. For real. God damn it.
Get back in your cage.
Maybe not.
Subject on the floor. You idiot.
Where's that directed to?
Subject on the floor.
Now I guess they're just gonna stare at the wall and contemplate existence together now. They can enjoy their time doing that. Really fucking puzzled, honestly, but my apparent inability to find the now that I've taken out security, but find the code that I apparently need to get into a level 2 lab switch. Hopefully, you know, I'm not completely messing up and I can still acquire, but yeah. Next thing I guess I might want to find out is if I steal the thing now, which I guess we now know the like a good login for this. It's down the keys, right? Yeah, we can steal this, get the fuck out of here. But that's gonna trigger the alarm, I guess. So we try to leave this place a little bit differently. No. No, that does raise the alarm, but there isn't anyone here to enforce the alarm now, I guess. Am I able to just leave this place? Because if I am able to just leave this place, I'm gonna say I'm kind of alarmed and surprised. And more to the point will the rest of the guys that are left out here. Do they hate me now? That guy does hate me, and so does that guy. So does this guy, okay. Even now that the alarm has expired. Okay, no, they do want me dead. But can I just leave this place? Fuck. Did one of them go up the stairs? Or go down the... What? There was one more guy, wasn't there? Yeah, this guy. Oh shit, I forgot there's more dudes over here up. Don't mind me, fellas, I just forgot that there's something a little bit more over there. So surely the elevator will still work in light of the alarm, right? Go down? Wait, we can actually go down from here, like even further down? No. No, never mind. Yes, you have to call the button from outside with the alarm. Hey, man. I have nothing to do with what happened down there.
I was down in the labs. Do you know what they're doing?
Something with genetics and nanotech, that's all I know.
Take my advice and get out of here. I can't tell you any more than that.
I wonder if he will. He apparently won't move from here. And he won't talk to us anymore. It's interesting. Well, I guess we can just leave that place. I'm guessing that once we leave here, we can come back. I really want to find out what's going on in those level 2 labs. But
Didn't get a jot of work done today.
yeah, I've been there. But we just walked past that guy's corpse, Huntley's corpse. Oh shit, nope, I guess they didn't care that I was the wanted guy down there, up here. So I should have taken care of those guys also before I came back up here, is basically what you're telling me. I mean, surely the police is not gonna kill out here that was raging hell at Versa Life. No, this guy does not care, so I guess we're fine once we get out of there. So we can see what happens, what will happen next. I'm just gonna take a look, but I might just, you know, leave things off a little bit earlier than that. I'm still at Versa Life and go back into that next time, because I don't feel good about not having gotten past that level 2 lab, so maybe it's supposed to happen, but Max Chen is there. He kind of looks like that guy from... I think I've already spoken to him.
Agent Benton from America has retrieved the software component. Please accept our gratitude.
It is my honor.
Begin.
As the faces of a perfect blade are reflections of one another, as they join together to make a perfect edge, so we shall form one blade, Not the male and female souls of Ganjiang, one which must avenge the other, but one weapon, precise in its purpose, though wielded by many arms.
And much as the steel sharpens its edge and anneals its own surfaces, let us preserve, together, the form of our traditions.
The only enduring work of man, that which is born again with the next generation.
Forever.
Forever.
Again, accept our thanks, Mr. Denton. You will have to join us for drinks at the Lucky Money later tonight. In the meantime, Mr. Tom wants to see you.
Thanks for the offer. Maybe I'll stop by.
Okay.
Come, join us for drinks at the Lucky Money. We must celebrate.
Well, I was gonna say, I've already... Oops, I was gonna say before that suddenly triggered that cutscene. This guy kind of looks like the bodyguard from the first assassination set in the first Hitman game. Soon, I think his name is the lead Hong bodyguard. I don't know, he looks...
You have rendered us a most valuable service.
Even though we already talked to him at the Lucky Money Club, I guess he's supposed to be the red truck. He kind of looks kind of podgy if you look at him from the right angle.
We are one triad.
That's what I was trying to say.
Mr. Tom will want to congratulate you.
I guess we're gonna go talk to Tracer Tongue as well real quick so we can figure out like what happens next in the story, which I don't know that we're gonna be following up with that right now. Naturally. But with my little frustration with that one bit of the level, which I will definitely see addressed before anything else happens. But let's see what Tracer Tongue has to say anyway. I don't remember if we like had to go all the way back down again to find like get out of this place again. I think we did. So where are you, Tracer Tongue? There you are.
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that VersaLife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
You think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined until I have a schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the Nanotech Research Wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
I was down there already. A bad business.
Yeah, I was indeed down there already. Okay, so I guess we are gonna go back to... Well, just one last thing. I guess I'll look into before I wrap things up here, because I do want to do that pretty much, you know, expeditiously now. Let's just see if we can figure out where that other entrance is, because I was wondering, yeah, there's, I guess, no way to leave that place without tripping the alarm. Oh, actually, hold on, as long as we're here. So I don't know if we're gonna get this opportunity. It just completely slipped my mind a minute ago when I was actually down there. There might be some more dialogue that we can get. I guess I'll probably just like see if I can clean up the like exit area of VersaLife a little bit better, and be ready for that. And just basically redo that part next time I stream. But Wasn't there supposed to be a... Oh, there it is. A med bot down here, that's what I wanted to use. But yeah, we're just about ready to wrap up here, but I do want to see these other entrants first. I guess I really do want to talk to... or want you to know about that guy that's... you can find under in the tunnel if you swing through the stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be talking to these guys more when I come back to the game, but right now I just want to do the thing. I do want to find you, or want you to find that guy that's in the tunnel next to the
gratitude of the luminous path.
those baby Karkians, I guess they're supposed to be, that just ended up, well, they didn't end up killing him, did they? I think he died without any influence from the Karkians even having anything to do with that, because if they had anything to do with that, they would have just eaten the body, but that's not the case when you get down there. I think he got, like, infected with something, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the book that you find next to him just, like, details that. Anyway, I guess the place we're supposed to go to is at the north end of this map. I'm glad that they, that I actually checked out this part of the story, and that they actually clarified that you have to go back in there to get into the level 2 labs, because I was pretty nonplussed when I apparently just couldn't find any way to do that. Right, there's supposed to be some kind of secret way here at the north end, but he didn't really give us any details beyond that, so maybe it's something to do with that big boat. Maybe it's this? Doesn't this go down to the big boat, kind of? Yeah. Oh shit, I didn't mean to fall in the water. Hey, doggy. Right. Do you know anything about that girl? Oh no, she was planning to sell me weapon mods. Maybe later. Which I also kind of forgot about. Oh. What's this? Oh, never found before, so I guess we'll try to keep this in mind as well. Get a free recharge for my stuff. Can find out what's in this chest. Do I want to get out whatever's in here? There's 150 credits, so maybe I do. Our boxes will suffer the... Oh, there's a lot more money here, actually. Suffer the wrath of the laser sword. The laser sword, like in, System Shock, it occurs to me that that was also a thing in that game. First one. Pretty much, once you get a laser sword, you can just roll your faith into melee attacks, and you should be mostly fine, at least until you get to some of the more ridiculous later parts of the game. And you get to some more enemies, which actually will push more forward. But I think I remember that being a thing. System Shock. Nah, System Shock didn't really, like, it wasn't quite as immersive simmy as 2, and some of the stuff from 2 that you will see in this game, because you didn't have rather, like, different branching paths for your skills that you can use. It's just like, if you have a skill, you can use it. If you have a weapon, you can use it, and if you have one of those skill sets, like augmentation as well, that was probably also a basis for the abilities you get in this game. You can use it, but you just need to be able to make the power cost pretty much. I don't know, I guess right now we're just looking for this entrance. Once we're able to figure out where that is, we'll wrap up, but not too sure. Not too sure what we're looking for. We just want to look at the north end. I think if we look at our data, she'll say that too. No, the access to level 2 labs at Burst Life and look at information on the structure of the plague virus. There's a back entrance in the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just the... Wait. Canal Road Tunnel, oh shit. I may have come to the wrong place, I just realized. So this is the area with the canals, but I don't know if that's a Canal Road Tunnel. That would be where the Triads were fighting in that timeline, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be fighting anymore.
Not advisable for tourists to visit the canals at night.
Oh, what about the Canal Road Tunnel? That's not the same thing at all.
Do not touch.
Yeah, no, this is in fact different. That would have to mean that there's, you know, different places you can go now. If we go, it's no longer a triad war going this place. North is not that way. It's that way, but when we tried to explore this way before, there was just a blockade with military police and vans and shit, and they get angry if you try to get past them. Now they're gone, I guess. They left a couple of things in place, okay, but yeah. So we will have to go back to the actual canal place. Maintenance. More tools, so we can go, let's see. We're given that code 55655. Which I guess is all we need, so what? Where are we gonna end up if we come in here then? Oh, I need to take this. We have a lockpick available, we have a multi-tool available if we end up actually having to do that to get in here. Would be kind of impressive. There's something up there, what's up that? We want to know what that is. It's a flamethrower, but flamethrower or even hold it in our inventory. I don't know, what if you don't have a lockpick when you come here? I do have 20 of them, but... Ah, shit. Okay, I'm a little stuck here in the corner. Can't wish I could go for the person there so I could see exactly what it looks like. Where's this gonna put us, though? Oh dear. Nanotech container facility deep beneath the VersaLife building. Okay. So I guess it's not quite going to be the same place. Oh, shit. That we would have ended up in, maybe, if we, like exactly the same place. Maybe it is, actually. We would have ended up in, I was gonna say, if we had managed to get past that door that was locked with a keypad. So.
There is a device in here called a universal constructor. It is one of the only two devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
10-5. Didn't we already find out about that code? There's a dead cube here too. Dorsal code. That's, yeah, well, I'm just trying to get past this, see if we can actually see what any part of the open area here looks like. But okay, now we can get past there. We were having some trouble with that just a moment ago. Oh geez, more transmissions.
For a computer terminal somewhere in Rebel 2 lab. If you find it, I can upload the data I need through your infolink.
Okay, no, we got quite a bit of exploring to do here, I would expect. What if it's we try to go a little bit higher now? Will that catch us up to... Oh, yeah, the alarm's still here, I guess so. Now we're probably on the same place. Okay, yeah. So we've come full circle. So, never mind. I think at this point my curiosity is satisfied, so we're just gonna have to make a note. But yeah, that's where we'll leave it for the time being. Let me just check what last manual save that I did was. It was just before we did this. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. So, let's make a few notes. But I guess I can do it in the game and then make another special manual save. For myself, remember to line up my fucking fingers with the keyboard correctly. First, remember to check a credit canal boat and make yeah. Make a special save and we'll take care of all the stuff that's from this point on pretty much next time we come back to this game. I think something I'm probably gonna end up doing as well off screen is see if I can clear out the outer part of the VersaLife facility for when I make my escape again next time. And we'll redo all that and talk to the people down at the Triad base. That's also Tongue space some more next time, but we'll deal with that then. So this definitely turning out to be by far the lengthiest part of the game, the Hong Kong part. Just keeping going back and forth. I mean, I guess that's pretty unbearable to have it going back and forth between UNATCO and parts of New York before, but it feels more self-contained in this part of the game. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna wrap up. It's quite a bit past than I would usually wrap up, but you know, special circumstances going on right now. You know what I mean. But yeah, long and short of it, at least this time I'm not gonna have to interrupt my stream just abruptly by virtue of getting a power cut or anything like that, so that's nice. Well, that's all that was left for that song, I guess. I'll just... yeah, well, you know what, here's another very cool song from a game that's sorta kinda adjacent to this one. But yeah, long and short of it is we're gonna be coming back to Deus Ex very soon, see if I can be done with Deus Ex before the month is out, which hopefully will happen, and which will hopefully, you know, me continuing to stream it with my regularity that I'm aiming to will happen reliably, because I am definitely quite hooked on the game and pretty much everything about it, so I reckon I will be looking forward to that as usual. So I'll take it easy, thank you always for chatting with, always great whenever people chat, etc, etc, and oh, there's a bit of a technical hiccup on my browser there, but it doesn't matter. It's doing weird shit with, like, apparently my Twitch extension's no longer working as of today for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, I'll figure it out later. But speaking of later, that's when I will see you, so bye-bye.